Check, check, check. Audio check. There we are. I don't know what happened there. That was a weird one. Yeah, I just had to flip it on and off through Streamlabs. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. Let me check the other mic. So mic 2 is not working. Let me take a second and fix that just because I know what I did to the other one, so I want to do the same thing. Check, check, check. No, it's not doing it. I changed the wrong mic. Let's flip that back. Alright, that microphone's still working. This one is muted. There we go. Now they're both back. Alright, cool. Let's mute this one again. Alright, good, good, good. Yeah, that was weird. Even both mics stopped working, so I gotta check Streamlabs for updates. I haven't rebooted my system in like 2 weeks. It could just be that. Anyways, let's jump back over here and get this party started. So we're continuing on with Star Wars Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. We are jumping into level 13, which I am totally forgetting the name of right now. Sorry I missed last Thursday. Just wasn't really feeling up to it. Just feeling kind of blah. Going back down to normal meds now that I've got my anxiety attacks mostly under control. Had one yesterday when I was on the hike. It was kind of weird. Hiking, not talking about work, just bullshitting, and yeah, out of nowhere started having one, which has been like most of the problem. Load, and we are at 13, which, I should have paid attention to the name. Lost Planet of the Jedi. I already knew the name. Yeah, I put that up there. So we're taking off here and getting this party going. I'm still feeling a little off, so hopefully I do well playing right now. Good, I got decent ammo for this. I like this gun the most, but I've been burning through my ammo. Ooh, yeah, he got a nice hop on that jump. Is that a robot there? I think so. Oh, it sure was. He's gone now. Oh, hey. Man, I hate these bugs. Where'd he go? There he is. Alright, he's gone. Let's switch to another weapon, because I need to go up here now. And he didn't see me. Sweet. I forgot about that up there. Oh, that's a fun, stupid little section. Ah! Walk on the path right, jackass. Oop, I don't think I got him. Oh, nope, I heard the gun hit the ground. I got him. And yeah, alright, nothing here. I didn't see any secrets. And this level, yeah, falling in the water is always fun. I know I can... There's a crack somewhere around here. I think, yeah, there we go, right below me. I can swim through to get into there and then climb up there and go that way. And there's landmines. I forget the right name for them. All over the place in this level. And there's a secret in that little walkway there. See how that there doesn't have that thickness to it? Yeah, there's a secret buried in there I'm going to get. And there's other places where I can jump in the water and still find a way to come out through here where you see, yeah, water. So there's a couple oddball spots in this level, but you really don't want to be in the water a whole lot. There's no demon serpent thingies in this one, but let's get that secret right off. Then we'll come back to that spot. There we go. See the secret? It's kind of tricky to get into. You don't want to force jump because you hit your head and damn near die. There we go. Got it. And we're going to move right along over here. Get in the crack. Drop down. And I want to switch to a fun gun while I'm doing this. Because there's a couple dudes in here. Oop. Helps if I actually hit my targets. Ooh. Give myself some damage there. And again, landmines all over the place. And there's one. Yep, up there too. Then, whoop. Yeah, if you fall, it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, actually, I almost forgot. There is a nice fat shield. Not fat shield, but a good shield down here. Not a secret, just I like jumping it, kind of moves them a little quicker. Recover some of that blast damage I gave myself from being too close to that last shot. And then get up to the top, and hopefully I don't wind up falling. Because you have to jump from here to there, not hit that corner because it bumps you out. But if you fall, as long as you don't land there, you're okay. You'll just hit the water, even though you'll scream, and it's like falling depth, but you're just hitting the water like that. Yeah. I'll probably wind up doing that a couple times. Sorry about that. But that's just how it goes. So anyways, yeah, I'm still feeling a little blah today. There we go. Made that jump that time. Oh, sorry, you can hear Sparky barking at the mailman. Which, there we go. He quieted down. And the point of this level is you'll see there's a little meter right here. It was full before I slashed this one. I've got 4 to take out total. And I don't remember where they're all at, but I should be able to find them pretty easily. Ah, shit, that dude saw me. Ooh, good, he didn't get me. Let's see if I can take him out too. Oop, he lost sight of me already. Nice. If that's the case... Shit! Oh, I took some damage. And I'm gonna keep taking damage if I don't get out of there. Yeah! Alright, jumping back upstream. I wonder if I should restart this. Ah, fuck it. We'll just keep going. I like doing these levels a little more perfectly, but health shield wise, but yeah, I'm gonna take a bunch of damage on this one, and there's health packs everywhere, so fuck it. We're just gonna have some fun with it. Eee! If I actually learn to jump. I could have sworn I hit the button. Hopefully my mouse isn't dying. I know my keyboard's been giving me trouble lately. Ooh, made it. Nice. Alright, let's go back and take those dudes out since I missed my shot like a jackass. Hopefully I don't get hit by one of them. Oh, they're gone. Oop, one fell. I got one. Yeah, let's do a little secondary shot so it hits the ground, then goes off. Alright, here nobody. Is anybody coming out? Nope. I must have got one. Not the other, but we'll find them in a minute. Something hit me, so maybe he jumped off or something. Someone shot at me, I just don't know. Oh, I hope I didn't just get stuck. Whew. Okay, where am I getting shot from? Did they fall? Oh shit, he's below me. I'm done. Oh wow, I didn't die. I can't believe I didn't die. That was awesome. Alright, so he's chasing me. Let's get up to dry land real quick. Ish. Oh man, he is really chasing me. Alright, let's get moving. Oop, that is not where I wanted to be. I gotta be lower and drop down, get in here. Oh man, he jacked me up good. I don't know, maybe I should redo this one. Okay, where is he? I hear shots, I just don't see him. Did he go in the water too? Where the fuck is he? I'm hearing shots, but I don't see him. Usually you hear some splashing around when they land in the water. I don't know. No more shots. He might have died. Nope, there he is. There you go. Got him. Alright, we're going to swim over here. Drop. I want his ammo. There we go. Got it. And then there's going to be a couple dudes up here. I'm going to try something stupid since I'm all jacked up. Oh! I hit the wall. Alright, yeah, we're restarting that one. I wanted to just hit him with some thermal detonators. I know there's some dudes up there right by that force field at the end. Oop! I got the droid's attention that time. Ah, he shot me. That's alright. All good. Hey, up the path. Alright, so last time when I hit that droid before he saw me, I must have taken out that, because I know there's landmines. Oh man, I forgot about that dude. There you go, whatever. Shield damage, all good. Hey, where did that... No. That... Oop, wrong button, sorry. Yeah. I was going for tab and hit the Windows key like a jackass. I don't know how I did that. Not tab, but shift. Alright, so... that landmine's gone. It went off and I didn't hear it. Maybe the dead body hit it when it came down. I don't see it anymore. Yeah, whatever. Let's go get the secret again. Come on. Nope, hit my head. No, I missed. Counted the secret, just didn't get in there. Damn it. Ah, get in there. I'm fighting river current and a small hole. Heh. That's what she said. I'm trying to go in through the outdoor. What up, Extra Gloves? How you been, man? Same old here. Just recovery, taking time off from work and all that. What up, Sandy? I didn't even see that, man. I got totally ignoring chat like a jackass. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. And let me switch to a better gun to take these dudes out. Boom! Boom! Oops. What am I doing? I'm hitting another key. Wasted a couple shots. That's okay. Ooh, almost forgot about the landmines. How are the Rangers doing in the series? The Kings got knocked out, so I haven't paid attention since then. Hopefully the Rangers do semi-decently. Yeah, the Kings choked against the Oilers. I don't know what the deal was with that. It bummed me out. Take these two dudes out. Go get this dude. Oh, he saw me. We'll come back to him in a minute. I can't remember what's down here. Oh, I remember down here now. Anybody else coming out for some? Just in case I'm going in geared. Nope. Alright, cool. Ah. 2-1 in the series. 4-1 tonight. Nice. 4-1. Nah, nothing bad should happen. That's a pretty good lead. You don't see too many comebacks from stuff like that, which is good. So, unless you're, oh, what was it? There was the miracle, for the Kings anyways, there was the Miracle on Manchester back in the, was that 70s or 80s? That was pre me remembering it. That one was super dope. And then when I call the Fury on Figueroa, which I was at, and that was a freaking killer game where they came back, being down, was it by 4, came back and won it before overtime. It was fucking amazing. Ooh, let me try doing something. I don't know how well this is going to work out, moving a camera around. Something I keep saying I'm going to show off, and I never do. Alright. Where's my other... Not intermission, timeout for talk, feeding view large. There we go, got the one behind me. Hopefully I don't start pulling cords like a jackass, but... I talk about this every so often, but I don't think I've ever shown it off. There's my Kings board from when they won the Cup. And the stick above it, up here, is the game stick from the day I was born, signed by Marcel Dion. So, yeah. But, yeah, I went through... Let me show that off a little better. Hard to see, but it was the whole series versus pucks and everything. I got everything for it, dude. It was dope. Yeah, I've been a Kings fan literally since the day I was born. Yeah, my dad, way back in the day, was... before he started working at Hughes Aircraft, anyways. Shows you how old that is. There we go, right back to the right mood. Yeah, he was a bouncer at the Forum. And yeah, he worked behind the Kings bench. And yeah, so I got game stick, jersey, game pucks. Oh, on each side of my... Sorry, I'm pointing to where you can't see anymore. But each side of my little Stanley Cup were the pucks from that game. From the day I was born also. And I'll take a picture and post that on Twitter. Because I've got all the 4 pucks with all the different logos, the whole series versus bracket, you know, semifinals, finals, Stanley Cup champ pucks, everything. I wound up getting their Western Conference Finals coin and the Stanley Cup coin. The next season, I wish, or yeah, I know it's fun to have all this stuff. And the next season, that's when I got the little banner that hangs above it all. And then that game, I picked up... What did I pick up? Oh, that's right. It's at the bottom left. Replica Stanley Cup champ ring, too. So, I mean, I got everything for that one. It was ridiculous. But yeah, let me jump back to the game. I don't even know where I'm at. So, yeah, when the Kings got knocked out, I was bummed, but they were kind of having an off season, so whatever. Did not expect a dude to be right there. Ooh, or there. And I heard a turret shooting at me. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's right. There's a bunch of turrets right here. And I need to get to a better spot to take them out, but I can hope... Oh, shit, there's still a dude there. I jacked myself on that one. Oh, shit, the bed. Okay, I was not expecting that. Yeah. Suck it. And I see some dudes over there. Oh, there's the booby trap room. I don't want to trigger that if I can avoid it. Because that booby trap's kind of cool. Did I jack up the other dude? Nope. Ah, damn it. I set off the booby trap. Alright, let's switch to something else. Oh, no, I don't want to switch. Oh, yeah, I'll switch to something else. Not the saber. Yeah, it took me a hot minute to collect all those pucks and get them. A lot of eBay stuff. And I'm getting jacked up right there because I forgot there's a turret behind me even. Yeah, there's a... Shit, I hope that didn't get me. Somebody's shooting at me. There's a turret behind me too. Oh, he got me. So what you been playing, man? I haven't been online a whole lot this last month while I'm off on my stress leave trying to just get things done. I don't want to treat it like a vacation or anything. I missed him. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Got that one, though. I heard the little bugger, though. Switch guns for this guy. They're not that tough. just super annoying. Ooh, let me get this dude. Ah, damn it. Oh no, I want to do it with this one. Did I get him? I think I just hurt him. I don't think I got him. There we go. I want to see if I can tag him. Nope. That's the problem. These rockets are kind of slow. Oh, you're still doing Morrowind? Oh yeah, that's going to take you forever. That's why I don't play a lot of those games, because you just... I say that, but I'm going to be getting into KOTOR, and those are all 40-plus hour games, so I really shouldn't talk shit. It just... I don't know. Then again, I kind of stretch these games out big time for streaming, because I could crank through these in like 2-3 sessions, but that's not much fun for everybody to watch. So, you know, I try to do like 2 levels, stretch out each game level, and have fun with it, talk about it, and I don't know. That could be the wrong way of doing things, because I don't really get a whole lot of viewers, but then again, I'm playing weird games, so, whatever. I'm having fun. That's all that matters, I guess. But also, I suck at the game in certain ways like this. God damn it, I can never get into some of these weird secret areas. Oh, come on. My head was all the way in there. There we go. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that too, because I'm just doing... I don't want to be known as the Star Wars guy either, so... I just don't know what else I want to play right now. I gotta do something different, but man, I'm just having so much fun with this. It's hard to kind of want to stop, too. I know KOTOR is gonna take forever with me if I play like I normally do, trying to do everything, and... Oop, don't fall, don't fall. There we go. Forgot about the second jump. One more tier. There we go. Yeah, see, like that, I always do stupid jumps and whatnot. Oh, I can't believe I just freaking clicked right in between and blasted myself real good. Whatever. I'll probably die again before this is over. I've just been off since the whole stress leave thing and readjusting. I'm just... What the hell? I landed on that. You know what? Screw that. Let me start it over since I blasted myself. Yeah, no, they are fun games. It's just I get so wrapped into them. I take forever with it, really. Like even KOTOR, when I first started playing that, you know, when they were new, I'd get wrapped into it for hours. I think I was doing like 40, 60 hour on each game, and they're not really even meant to be that long. I think most people are doing it in like 20 hours. I was just off in my own little world with it, and nah, that's just the way I play them. Like even these, I mean, if I went for speed runs, I could do pretty decently, but I like trying to find all the secrets, because I don't think when I played originally, I don't even think I found them all then. And I've been trying to do that, and I mean, I keep playing this game even when I'm not streaming, and going just hunting for everything, sniffing around looking for glitches and trying to do stuff. Like I think it's this one or the next level. I found a fun little stupid thing I was doing. Hey, I love it when they go flying. Oh yeah, I forgot about that shield at the bottom again. Let's get that shield down there. Where at one point in the game, I'm behind a force field, and they keep sending stormtroopers out to me, and I got like a collection of like I don't know, like a dozen bodies or so and weapons floating around in front of me. I think it was this level. You know, just goofing off, doing dumb stuff, or repeating certain sections that I really like in it. That's why I've got a bunch of weird saves, so I can just keep going back and replaying fun segments. Like on the first level where you start running into the ATSTs and whatnot. Ooh, I forgot about that, dude. I kept replaying this one room where you go in and there's a shit ton of stormtroopers that come flying out at you. And I do a quick save there and, hey, and keep doing it. Oop, he saw me. Let's see if I can get him. Nope, he's still shooting. Damn, he's still shooting. Got him square on. Okay, come on, other dude. Come on, other dude. Alright, fine. Let's see if I can lure him out with a dummy charge. No, there was 2 there last time. Whatever. There it is. I was going to say another charge went off when I fell down here. I think there's one below me, too. Alright, let's... I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Go down and take these dudes out again. 3 in there? Yep, there. And last time, when I opened this door, there was a dude waiting for me. Not there this time. Ooh, I think I heard someone. I think I'm wrong. Yep, there is a dude there. Alright, let's not get shot by the turret. I'll use this jerk on him. And there was a second turret, which I totally forgot about. The 2 dudes up there. Damn it, I set off that trap again. Let me see if I can take out this turret above me that was blasting me up last time. Yep, there we go. I'm all peeking my head around the corner. Yeah, I like doing this shit. Woo! That was a close call. Ah! Caught the floor. I think. And I got stuck in the face. Rangers won. Nice. Alright, let's do this faster. I'm going to keep dying because I keep forgetting where everything is. And wrong weapon. Nice. You didn't see me when I came out that time. This dude did, though. Can't believe I shot between his legs. And I don't want to forget about the dude up there this time. Let's see if I can sneak up on him. Perfect. I think I just stunned him. I don't think I killed him here. There we go. I love sending bodies flying. Okay, that... See, when I'm hitting that robot, it must be setting off that... There we go. Setting off that charge that's down there. What am I doing? I just want to go back down here anyways. I gotta redo this stupid secret. There we go. Got it quicker that time. A little more practice, I guess. I find it easier to jump upstream versus trying to fight my way swimming up it. Switch back to gun. Take these jerks out. I love when they hit out of the water and whatnot. Ooh, hold on. I almost forgot about these jerks again. Let me not use a weapon that is going to kill me when I'm running around jumping in case I hit a wrong button again, too. And I completely forgot about that shield at the bottom, which... Never mind, we're getting. But yeah, my stress leave, I've just been doing spring cleaning shit. Sorry, I keep jumping topics. Sorry about that, guys. Been fighting weeds in my front yard, taking care of the planter beds, and taking care of odds and ends of cleaning at home and whatnot, and yeah, nothing exciting, but all the stuff that's kind of fallen by the wayside that I'm behind on. Oh, he saw me. Is he gonna shoot again? No. Ooh, he went away. I don't know which way he went, so let's just shoot a dummy charge. Shoot another one over there since nobody's coming this way. I don't know where he went. I wonder if I can shoot one over there. Wrong button. I didn't hear nobody die, so... Come on, move, mousey. I'm not hearing anybody get hurt when I'm doing this, so... I guess we'll go find them in their proper places. Wait, no. I want to blow these guys up down here, not slashy yet. Alright, now they're going to be in here. 2 in there, shit. Didn't expect that. Alright, so... Ah, shit, wrong button. I hate when I do that. They still in there? Good. I don't know where that other dude is. Let's bring out this one, which I've been trying to... I know he shot! I just didn't hear it go off. I've been trying to save up my ammo on this gun because I love it. Oh yeah, let's take this out. Did I get shot? Or just shot at? I just got shot at. So 2 more of those to find. I think I know where they're at. Let's get rid of these turrets. Jesus, man, that thing was on me. See if I can tag this guy with a... Yeah, anything I shoot over there blows those up, which kind of sucks. Whoa, who's shooting at me? I didn't expect that guy to be that close to me, but alrighty. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I shot the floor. Come on. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna take a quick break because I'm playing off. I don't know what it is. I've just been off lately, period. I'm gonna switch you guys over to quick screen. Yeah, I threw in a ton of food. You can see I'm even behind on doing my beach cleanup maintenance there. I know, I'm just off. That's why I didn't play last Thursday. I've been off. Just trying to get back into the swing of things. I've still got this week off, and then I go back next week. And yeah, yesterday I did a 10-mile hike. I feel really good after doing that. But yeah, I had an anxiety attack doing that and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. Was doing good, getting better. My anxiety attacks are a lot better. I've only had 2. Yeah, it's a bitchin' ass hike. It's up here in... Man, why am I blanking on it? Azusa, California. Up in the mountains here. It's a 5-mile in and out. You park where the old fire road ends, and then it's 5 miles into what they call Bridge to Nowhere. There's literally a bridge built in 1939. It's almost 90 years old now. All the fire roads and everything have washed out. There used to be a couple small buildings up there, and you see remnants of the floors from it and stuff. And Yeah, it definitely helped, and I don't know what it was, but yeah, I'm just hiking along and not thinking work, nothing that's stressing me out, just bullshitting with my buddies that I went with, and well, I'm hiking and it just started getting to me out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, I know I'm out of shape, I haven't done any hiking in a while, COVID and everything. I'm like, okay, maybe, whatever. I take a break. I'm like, okay. And I calmed back down. I'm like, all right, let's keep going. I'm good. And then just a couple minutes back into it, yeah, I started kind of getting a little jittery. And I'm like, okay, yep, this is the anxiety. I thought I was just, fat ass out of shape. Which, surprisingly, I'm almost under 200 now. I've been losing a lot of weight. And yeah, and I was just like, okay, maybe I'm out of shape, and no, it's just anxiety getting to me out of nowhere. It was my first anxiety attack in 2 weeks. That's why I wasn't sure what it was, and it was different than usual when it hit me. So I just stopped, popped one of my anxiety meds. We took a 15-minute break. It kicked in. I started feeling better and went right back to it. But this hike is super dope because where you park where the fire road ends, and they got a parking lot, restroom, and all that. You do your first mile-ish. It's just under a mile. I want to say it's 0.9 miles. It's all washed out fire road you're going up. It's all dirt covered, but you find sections of asphalt that are still there. You know what? Let me try this real quick. I'm going to switch screens. I want to see if I can find full. Yeah, full. Let me pull. Ooh, it's not there. Hey. I can't cover that. Damn. You know what? I haven't done anything good here, so let me just quit this for a second. Yeah. Get that out of the way. Oh, yeah, I can't do a good full screen while I'm doing that because it's all wonky. I do need to quit it entirely. That's all right. But it's a dope hike. No, wrong. Bring that over here. I said over here. Snap. So yeah, when you hike in Esker, I'm just going to show you guys images. I don't have any of my pictures up, but yeah, so here, I don't know if you can see it full screen. Oh, I don't want somebody's dumb video. But yeah, so on the weekends they set it up and they do bungee jumping here. But I mean, it's a good 110 feet drop there. Let me get over to images and kill this one. But yeah, you just hike in. So yeah, here's the bridge and the river that goes down through it. People bungee jumping off it. And this one's actually, I think, Salton Sea, the old bridge there. But yeah, when you hike in, it's like this. There's spots where you can cross safely and not get wet, but for the most part, you're trudging through the river about 20 some odd times to get to the bridge in that 5 miles. You're in a canyon like this, and yeah, you just gotta go back and forth through the river. There's deep pools where you can go hit like a 4-foot waterfall and swim there, but for the most part it is all very shallow. So you'll hike along the river like here, and yeah, you're just zigzagging. You can fish there, but they're just little dinks. I mean, you're not going to get anything over 7 inches tops. It's just how it is. And that's the view from the bottom. I mean, you can see it's a good distance on the bridge, and yeah, it's pulling up weird pictures from all over. But yeah, it's like this the whole way through, and you just trudge through. Most of the year, you're not going above your knees unless you want to. There are some deeper pools. Like spring, I thought it was going to be bad, but like this, I mean, you can see it just flattens out in a lot of spots. And yeah, it's a dope hike, but kick-ass bridge. It's cliff on either side, so if you go all the way through the bottom to get back up to the top, you got to turn around and hike another mile. It's a fun fucking hike. And I've done that hike at least a dozen times, but this was my first time doing that hike in like 20 years. I don't. Most of the reason I haven't hit this one is because it's not friendly for our dogs, whereas all the other hikes we can do around here is. And also 10 miles in a day, I'm worried about pushing Cylon too hard, which I think she'd be fine with. My kids definitely take it no problem, but yeah, you got to go at the right time of year. Most of the time that we have off where we can go do those things to actually have fun and enjoy them, it's too fucking hot. You don't want to do that in the summer because that canyon's like 110. And also the other problem is on the weekends because of the bungee jumping. Once you get within a mile of the bridge, you hear their music. It's fucking packed. I mean, fucking packed. You'll see 200 people on the trail, and that's not what I like. I like to get out and away from things and be away from all that shit. And yeah, it's not fun on the weekends. So yeah, we needed to have like a hooky day and go do it or something. Like yesterday when we went and did it, me and my buddies, I'm out from work right now, so I do whatever. But my buddy wanted to do it, and it was a Monday, and we didn't see anybody at all on the trail till we were on our way back, and we only saw maybe 10 people. So yeah, it was freaking nice, and most of the people we saw were heading in later at the day. I mean, we got there and started hiking at 7. We were at the bridge by, I want to say 10, even with my anxiety attack and goofing off and taking pictures and just taking our time enjoying being away because no one was there. Spent an hour at the bridge for lunch, just kicking back and enjoying it. Then when we started heading back, we started bumping into people. One of my buddies twisted his ankle, so we kept coming back real slow, so we didn't get back to the car till like 3-ish. Yeah, he was hurting. He was hurting pretty good from that one, but dude, he was a trooper and got through it. But yeah, I mean, the 5 miles, we got to the bridge pretty early. I mean, we just kind of trudged right up through it. And then normally we're the other way around. We'll get up there real slow, take our time, and then kind of bolt the way back. And we did it opposite this time, which was kind of weird. But we were checking out other stuff, and there's a bunch of weirdos that live up there in Pan for Gold all the time. We stopped and talked with them and stuff. And yeah, it was a good time. But I need to check the mail real quick since that got dropped off. I'm going to throw you guys some music in a different view, take a quick break, take a leak, and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Let me get... Oops. Music stopped. Switch back to the right views. Put my headphones on. Full screen. Get back to the game. She's doing fine. I'm trying to get her to get back to streaming. Me, with my anxiety issues and everything else, causing problems and just being a general nuisance to everything at work, home, everything. She's just out, and there was a lot of drama going on with me, with her, everything, and she's good. I'm trying to get her back into it, but everybody was complaining about drop in viewership and everything else, and that just kind of fed into it, and yeah, it was bad. So me having my own wig outs and everything else, which was most of the problem, yeah, it was ugly for a while. She had to call the paramedics on me a couple times and everything else, and yeah, I just wasn't... Oh yeah, no, we're not taking everything too seriously. It's fun, but yeah, I've been... Yeah, it's been tough going through everything that I'm going through. It's everything just pent up for years, and I just hit a breaking point on everything. And I mean, I was doing so shitty. I was ready just to fucking pack my trailer and bolt. I was just fed the fuck up with everything. Yeah, work was killing me, time-wise, everything else. Then the anxiety attacks started and everything else, and been fighting with management and everything for like months and months. I was telling Sandy about this not too long ago. Sandy Dog I work with, actually. We're in different departments, but we've been friends for like forever. 14 years I've been there. 15, almost 15, yeah. Next March will be 15 years I've been there. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, so I've been polishing up my resume and job hunting and stuff while I'm on my time off, but found that to be a little bit of a trigger too, so I kind of stepped away from pushing on more applications. But I do have 2 more round 2 interviews this week. I don't go back till June 3rd. Yeah, it's a Friday, so that way I go back one day, get reacclimated, then back to work. And yeah, I'm going to finish enjoying this week off, because that'll be week 3, and then next week get back to applying and everything. But yeah, I'm switching up everything I'm doing, just having a rough time with it. So, I mean, seeing a shrink and everything on antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds, and it wasn't working, and they wound up putting me over max. And see, that's the thing, is while I was pissed, the anxiety attacks, like, again, like when I was hiking, I'm not doing anything. It's just like, best way I could put it is like aftershocks from all the bullshit. It just hits you way later out of nowhere, and that's what caused problems with Silent and I call her name's Kat, so I call her. If you hear me say that, just, I'm sure you already know her name anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'd just like snap at her for no reason, start going off on the wrong things, and yeah, she took it in stride. Knew I wasn't mad at her, and she's like, "What the fuck's your problem?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." But yeah, work was just pure shit. Management just fucking sucks. Took it to our CIO, who then quit. Took it to our director, senior manager, then who quit, VP. Then took it to our senior manager and director, and then they both quit. And so nothing got resolved, and that's where I hit the end of my rope on everything. And that's when it started going downhill, because I've been fighting with them since a year. Seriously, like a year. It's been shitty for a year. Everybody ground us to a pulp through COVID, because we were going in, nobody else was, and we were going way outside of our job scope, doing things for all these other teams, weren't getting the recognition or pay and everything that goes for it. And that's when we really started pushing back. We were just getting fucked over, like repeatedly fucked over. And they're like, oh, we're on your side, we're pushing back. And they kept piling it on, which was all lies and bullshit. And so, yeah, I got a workman's comp lawyer and started fighting on that. And I need to get off my ass and actually get a regular lawyer for everything else that's been going on. But yeah, I started breaking down, really hard breaking down, beginning of February. And that's February, March were just fucking rough. And yeah, and it's just been brutal. I mean, I was working, again, routinely 60-hour weeks. Every paycheck I was pulling 100+ hours. It was fucking ridiculous. And any chance we had to get out, anything that opened up was going outside of our zone. Everything was opening up in Mexico, India, our Winston-Salem offices. Nothing was opening here. And yeah, I was beyond burnt, getting nowhere. There was no relief in sight. And it was when my buddy, I was already cracking before that and really hitting my point. But then one of the guys I work with, it's me and one other guy. We're a team of 4. And we were just burnt, and he pretty much rage quit. And my management packed his shit and nuked his accounts immediately. And our HR rep is the one that actually talked him out of quitting. And he stayed. But again, my management didn't even try doing that. They were just like, all right, fine. Packed his shit up. And again, they never come into the office, but they came in to pack his shit up. And that's when I snapped, and we've been going at it with HR ever since. Then when I filed my workman's comp claim for all the stress and everything, because all these appointments, all the other shit I've been going through, like, this is going to be a lot of TMI shit here, so whatever. Starting back in Thanksgiving, when it really started piling up after our first couple meetings and things weren't getting followed up, and they were having a hard time with HR, management and HR were having a hard time getting anything agreed upon and getting things fixed to get this shit off our plate. It just kept getting worse and worse. Like I said, our CIO quit all this. So from Thanksgiving through New Year's was rough, and I pretty much stopped having solid shits. I was like peeing out my ass, for months. And the part that bothered me, and that's why I started going to the doctor, was I was still putting on a fuck ton of weight, and I wasn't eating. I was eating like every 2-3 days. And I went from, before the stress really piled in, I was at like 210. I got up to 220, then I got up to 240, and again, everything's going through me, and I'm only eating every couple of days. And I'm like, okay, something's wrong. I gotta fucking see my doctor. Talking to her, that's pretty much when I started really breaking down. And that's when my buddy rage quit and everything, and yeah, it just went downhill hard. And then as soon as I see my doctor, again, I'm still eating every couple of days. They're changing up my diet. So I've been seeing a dietitian, seeing the shrink for the stress, seeing a therapist, talking about all this shit, and applying for jobs like mad, and trying to get the fuck out. And meanwhile, I'm just breaking down every which way, can barely handle things, which is why this whole time off, I've been doing nothing but spring cleaning. All the stuff, as soon as I get home, I'd shut down every day. It took everything I had just to get through a work day and not crack and fall apart. And yeah, so I started getting everything back in order. And before I went on leave, I finally got my GI issues under control. So that's mostly normal, not always. The meds were, when I got it under control, then all the antidepressants and anxiety meds started screwing with me. But my panic attacks and everything else were so bad, you know, they started me out on 10 milligram Lexapro and the, oh crap, what's the anti-anxiety thing called? It's not Xanax, it's the other one. Ativan. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name of it. The Ativan. That's for the anxiety. It lasts longer than Xanax. So, Xanax, I think, kicks in quicker, but only lasts 5 hours. The Ativan that they put me on takes 15 to 30 minutes to kick in, which is usually about 15 for me. I'm pretty medicine sensitive. I don't like meds. Like, if I'm hurting, I can take 2-4 ibuprofen and I'm good. Excedrin migraine's like the strongest thing I take. I threw out my back years ago. I had yeah, no, and that's the thing, is they don't want me on the Ativan that much, and I was going through, I wasn't having anxiety attacks every day. It was like every couple of days when it would like boil up and hit me. But it was hitting so often, like I was taking 2 a day, like one wasn't enough, and then I'd have to take a second one later. And yeah, so in the 30 days on my first month of the Ativan, I went through all 30, but not like one a day. It was like I'd go 2-3 days not needing it and then hit it. And on some of the streams that Kat was on me with, Cylon was with me on, like she'd come out, like I was asking her to come out because I was cracking, and I'm just trying to get through things. A lot of why I started streaming is I needed a different outlet. I needed a change because I was not doing well. Yeah, and I was trying anything and everything, giving myself something different to look forward to, get into, and have fun. And yeah, and the Ativan surprisingly doesn't have a side effect to it. It just kind of, you don't even notice it calming yourself. Like if you're having like, even when I get like super pissed about something, I take one of those, it calms me down, but it's not like, oh, okay, I'm calm now. It's just, if I'm pissed or having anxiety, my anxiety attacks, I start getting like tremors and shakes. It's like almost seizure-like. Then I start getting the heart palpitations where I think I'm having a heart attack, and then I just fucking freak out. All of them have been slightly different, but it stops that. It stops the rapid heartbeat. It stops the shaking. It's not like how a drink will chill you out and calm you down. And not like smoking weed will calm you down and just relax you. It's different. It's really, really fucking weird. Yeah, that's been my biggest problem too. I completely agree with you on that. That's why all my time off, I'm doing something. I'm always fiddling with something. I can't just sit there idle and do nothing. My mind goes nuts, and that's again why I thought streaming was going to help me a lot. I've been wanting to get back into biking, and I've been doing side gigs and pulling extra money in all over the place, and that's wound up going to so many different things. But I've been saving up to get a good full suspension mountain bike. Again, I love being outdoors. That's why I've got the 4x Suburban. We needed something bigger with the 3 kids getting bigger. Something that Silent and I don't talk about online. You know, we got 3 kids. They're teenagers, and they're not even really kids. I got a freshman, a freshman, a junior, and my oldest is a first year of college. So yeah, we don't talk about those things online. So, and that's where a lot of hobbies for us and getting out and taking off become fucking expensive. It's like, okay, it's not like, oh, I just need to get a mountain bike. It's like, no, we need to get bikes for the whole fucking family. Oh, we want to go camping more, and we want to go hiking more. Okay, well, everybody needs more gear. It gets fucking expensive. So it just piles up. And those aren't things that bother me and stress me out or anything. That's just life. So anyways, when we'd take off and go camping, I've got a little trailer we could hook up the Prius and go, but the kids were getting too big to jam all three of them back in the back of the Prius. So, and I knew I wanted to get a trailer at some point, and I'm always looking around and poking around, and finally ran across a deal, and we wound up getting a trailer, and we can take off and go camping more. And the bummer now is that gas is fucking over $6 a gallon right now, so it's like, okay, range just got limited. It's not a big deal. We can deal with it. Oh yeah, forget skiing, snowboarding, things like that. I've wanted to do all of that stuff, but yeah. So I've been side gigging up, doing more work to the Suburban, got the trailer. Kat's uncle moved back east. His health was bad. Her cousin, engineer Becky, it's her dad. He lived up here in Big Bear, not too far from us, but not close enough to get there in a quick emergency. So, like, she'd be like, hey, I haven't heard from my dad. Can you check on him? We're like, yeah, we'll go up to Big Bear this weekend. No problem. I'd twist my arm, and we'd take off and go check on him. And, yeah, his health was declining. He couldn't live by himself in that climate, in that condition, in that climate anymore. He was just having some health issues. And so, this was going on, before Kat was streaming. She didn't start streaming till late last year. And she was into Twitch and watching things, staying involved in the community. She's been doing that for like 2 years now. Me, not so much. I don't have the time. I'm busy with a lot of other things. And yeah, and her uncle's super awesome. So anyways, we helped them get everything packed up, deal with, fix his place up, and did all that. And then we bought his Jeep off him for our kids. So more money went into the Jeep. Then my buddy's dad, late last year, like October-ish, so a year after her uncle moved back with Becky, he moved, and I wound up, I've talked about it before, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I've got a Coke vending machine, and I got a bunch of other stuff from him. So yeah, money just went out there for getting things from him. Behind me, I've got my pool table, and that's another thing I want to do. I want to start streaming with other people, and yeah, it's like you. I love watching you, Night Pathos, Hesh, Cobra, Neon. Love watching a bunch of people. I just don't have the time. I've got so many things I'm working on. And I wind up watching stuff like after the fact. Like, I'm like, okay, what are they playing? What are they talking about? What are they doing? Like the stuff Neon does, I fucking love. I'm a big techie, nerdy guy, and him fixing and messing with the cabinets and building stuff, I fucking love it. There's a couple other guys that do stuff like that. Just completely blanking on names. I love watching those. But just having the time to sit down, and not only that, but like the time on social media to build an audience and stay engaged. I have a hard time with that. And I'm not good at that thing. I'm not good at social media. I suck at fucking social media. I take everything wrong. I take everything personal. I wind up beating myself up about it. Yeah, just a lot of shit like that. And like one of the things that I had a problem with is had people creeping on Kat, and I took that wrong, and I don't know why. And I totally flipped out about that and just being stupid. You just get, that was on top of already losing my shit with work and everything else and already struggling with everything. I just went down a fucking dark rabbit hole. It fucking sucked. So whatever. And I just got to get over it and move on, which I have, and I'm dealing with it. I'm making it sound like it's all fresh and real, and no, it's just, yeah, I got to stop worrying about everything. And but for like the last 8 months, like I haven't stuck to my own projects. Like I everything was eating me up so much. I was just exhausted. I couldn't get home. I couldn't work on things. I'd start a million things and wouldn't finish. And yeah, and that's kind of what I've been stuck with lately, is just trying to get these things fixed. You know, my stress leave is spring cleaning, you know. Went through, weeded out the gardens, fixing the front yard, and just cleaning up and getting back to organized, and just lots of little tiny things that needed some TLC, needed some extra love. And that's why I've been working on the Suburban more. Just, I had a ton of parts already for projects I wanted to do, and I'd bought the stuff, hadn't done it, and been taking my time with that. And and then in December my Prius got hit, and I'm not getting that back till sometime next month. Yeah, it's been weird. So I've been driving my Suburban, or the kids' Jeep, and those are both just gas pigs. And it's like, it'd be nice not to have to pay $6 a gallon. So again, I'm trying not to drive places and do things, and yeah, it's just kind of everything's just been really fucked up. So on top of trying to get healthy, I'm trying not to dwell on all the things that are way out of my control, that are stopping me from doing the things I want to do. Taking off hiking, taking off camping, doing all these other things. It's like, I don't want to do this shit right now. Gas is fucking fucked up. And, the COVID stuff, I don't mind so much. I've actually liked, well, I say that, but because when it hit, we started trying to take off and go hiking more and continue on like normal. We're like, oh, we're outside, we can go do things, we'll be away from people. No, everybody had the same fucking idea. Like, I'm going to go hiking, I'm going to go camping. Fucked everything. And it's all these noobs that have never done anything like that, and they're going out and trashing the place, and just, yeah, it was bad. So a lot of the stuff I wanted to do, and then on top of that, shortages on everything. Like I said, I've been trying to get a fucking mountain bike, and the prices have gone up insanely on top of the bike shortages and everything else. Everybody getting into the hobby, and yeah, it's bad all the way around. Like, I've had the money to get a bike a couple times. Again, I bought a trailer, so I shouldn't be fucking complaining. Doing all the work to that. The next hiccup for that is I want to get a generator for the trailer so I can just go way off grid and get the fuck away from everyone. So again, just there's a lot of things. And the bike that I wanted to get last year, that was, $2,800. That bike now is $3,800 now. It's just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, it's been interesting. Well, like on the hike yesterday, that was always a very pristine area, and it sees decent flash flooding to where all the trash gets washed out if it does get fucked up. But I pulled a trash bag's worth of shit out of there yesterday too. Yeah, bike prices are nuts. So I've been dying to get back into mountain biking. And again, I just haven't had the wherewithal to do it when the kids are growing up and everything. And I can't force all my hobbies on everybody. Luckily, they love the camping and fishing and all that, and there's no complaints there. But like biking, I don't know how they'd take to it. And there's a lot of things I can't do because of Cylon's shoulder surgery. It's like, I can't drag her out biking because she's one crash away from being dead arm forever. So the mountain bike thing always keeps getting pushed back, even though that's one of my outdoor loves. And I've been wanting to do it because I want to hike more, and I just view mountain biking as really fast hiking. So like, if you don't want to hike, I can just take off and go do a couple trails local here, like up in Palos Verdes. I can go do 5-10 miles and be back in like 2 hours. Anything else, yeah, I've got to drive away from me, and there's bike parks and all that stuff up here. And yeah, there's always things that get in the way. And that's, again, why she got super involved with streaming, and I knew I should. And, we used to game a lot. Like, when we first started having kids, we're like, all right, we went and bought a Xbox, got super into Halo and doing everything. Xbox Live came out. We were both gold accounts, playing all the time. And, I mean, shit. We have so many fucking consoles in this house with everybody, and we're all separated out across the house. I mean, it's funny that the kids aren't streaming or doing anything with as much as they do. I mean, we've got Xboxes all over. Everybody's scattered. Fucking everybody has laptops, phones, tablets, consoles. And it's no, I mean, seriously, in the house I think we have, so we've got 3 Series S, and I've been trying to hunt down. I really wanted one of those Halo Series X, the big ones, and we've got the Xbox Ones. We've got 3 of the 360s around. We don't have any of the originals; they all crapped out. We've got 3 Switches, 2 Wii's, and I mean, so much fucking stuff here. And all of us are gamers. I mean, all of us got into super into Pokemon Go, and we were going all over the place for that. I mean, all of us were all gamers. Like, and that's why I'm going to be moving my twin 20-gallon aquarium in the living room out here to the garage, because I've set it up there and was going to start filming in there, and I can't. The kids are always fucking gaming. I can't do anything. And that was a lot of why I stopped gaming, was we had so many consoles and everybody fighting for it, and we've got them all spread out across the house, and it was just a fight to play anymore. And that's when, I started getting into more projects and keeping hands-on, which was way more healthy for me versus being mad at work, coming home, being mad gaming, and doing stuff like that. And, yeah. So, yeah, that's why Cylon's set up in, our little tiny bedroom hallway closet in the corner, not to take up the bedroom. And that's why I'm streaming out in the garage, because I can't do it in the living room, dining room, either of the kids' rooms, our room. We're all set up in funky places, and like throughout this leave, like this is one of the things Silent always gets mad at me about, is when I get into something, I kind of go overboard. Like, I don't just get into one aspect and stop. No, I kind of go nuts on every hobby. It's like the aquariums. We started with the turtle and breeding guppies for the turtle, and then all of a sudden I've got fucking 8 aquariums. And it's just how it goes. And so I really limit my hobbies. Like mountain biking, I know I can super limit that. One good bike, I'm good. And, oh man, living alone's good and bad. Like if I had massive, I don't want to say massive space, but if I didn't have anybody around me, I'd be a weirdo. It's good. It's just the kids part is where it gets tricky, because you want everybody to have their own space and do everything, and it's just it's different. Yeah, there's a lot close by here. That's why it's good and bad living in SoCal. I mean, we're 20 minutes from the beach and an hour from the mountains and desert, and fucking anywhere we want to go. It's, but then again, it's fucking expensive here. So, there's good and bad with all of it. And I am not much of a homebody, and lately with COVID and being a homebody, that's kind of stressed me out a little, but I'm coping with it, my own weird way. But anyways, what I was saying is one of the things I was getting crazy into was soundproofing, because we'll have my middle dude. He's in his VR world, doing his Oculus Rift stuff, and he'll be in one room just screaming away. And so I started soundproofing. I just got 2-inch foam, put it on the back of the door. I'm like, oh, this will quiet it down. I'm like, nope, didn't quiet it down enough. So did 1-inch foam. Like the third room's like the game room, fun room, and that's why I put up the huge 2-inch foam. Put 1-inch foam on the back of our door and the kids' bedroom door, and then started putting up sound tiles over the door, which I posted those on Twitter, and just trying to quiet the house down and stop hearing everybody screaming. And it's made a good difference and helped out a lot. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. And that's why I've got all these curtains up and stuff in the garage. I've been having to do so many weird projects. And then, again, where she says I went overboard, I soundproofed the garage door here. And that was, whenever Sparky barks, it would echo in here and loud. And even when I'm not streaming, it was just annoying to me because it had this high ping echo. And then if I would be out late in the garage working, and when I'd close it, garage doors aren't quiet, and was trying to find ways to quiet it down, lubed it up, replaced some of the wheels, and just trying to quiet it down, lubing up the chain track, and all the noise comes because it's just a freaking thin metal door. So I soundproofed that, got all that done, so now when it opens and closes, I'm not waking up half the neighborhood. It wasn't that bad, but there's times where I'm out here working on something till 2 a.m. I don't sleep much. I get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. Not a big sleeper. So yeah, soundproofing, big difference. It's just a matter of making it look good. Those polyester felt light tiles that I put up on the outside of the doors look awesome, but they don't really do a whole lot. It's more aesthetic and cutting some base. Yeah, like before I did the hike with my buddies yesterday, I could not sleep. We were leaving at 5 a.m, and like 4 a.m, I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck. My sleep schedule's being off, not having to work and stuff. And I'm doing a lot and burning a lot of energy, but my sleep schedule slipped going off and off. And I wound up getting like 30 minutes sleep before my alarm finally went off, and got up and took off out the door for the hike. And then I thought I would have passed out pretty early last night. No, I still was up till midnight. I'm like, all right, but hopefully after today I'll be on more of a better sleep schedule, at least falling asleep by 2 at least, because I was getting to a point to where I was not falling asleep till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and that's a problem. But yeah, I'm like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. I prefer 5. Any more than 6 and I wake up more tired than before I went to bed. Like if I get 7 hours sleep, I'm useless. It's just I'm better off just not sleeping. If I'm gonna get less than 4 or more than 7, it's just as bad. I need like 4 to 6 is like my good zone. Yeah, 5 is really ideal. Yeah, exactly. 8, I'm like way off. Yeah, 3's bad. I'm better off just grinding through. And I'm weird. Like there's like usually once a month where I will pull an all-nighter and not sleep, like once a month, just to kind of hard reset myself. But then also once in a great while, there's just days where I'm like out for like 10 hours. But that's rare. It's usually like when I'm like mild fever or something stupid. I don't want to say even once a month, like once every 3 months, where I just conk out dead. But yeah, 4 to 6 is like my ideal range for sleep. I'm just weird like that. So yeah, there's nights where I'm out here in the garage till 2 in the morning, and I had to quiet it down, especially while I'm on leave. I'm like, okay, I don't need to try and wind down. I'm like, I don't have a schedule right now. So yeah, I went crazy with the soundproofing because I was getting irritated hearing the kids yell on their games, which isn't, I shouldn't get mad about that. They're having fun, but it's just like when you hear them 30 feet away. You're like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, calm it down, man. Come on. And yeah, same thing. So I went through and did that so they can still be themselves without getting yelled at. And also same with me. Like, there's times where, like, I'll be out here doing something and they'll have a window open and I just hear it slam. I'm like, oh fuck, I've been too loud. So I mean, yeah, I get it. So yeah, the soundproofing helped quite a bit. So and even with silent, like, I'll be in the living room doing something and all of a sudden I'll just hear the bedroom door slam. I'm like, oh, I was too loud. Shit. Like, I'll stop listening for the kids. I'm like, nope, that was for about me. Okay. Try to quiet down what I'm doing. But yeah, with all the anxiety and everything else, adjusting to the meds, it's just been a shitty fucking year. And that's when, I went from 10 milligram to 20 milligram Lexapro, and 20 is like the max, and they're like, nope, we're putting you on 30. I'm like, I thought 20 was the max. They're like, no, we need to get this under control. I'm pulling you out of work for 30 days. I'm like, I can't afford that. And she's like, yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm like, so yeah, that's not making it any more fun. And yeah, so just doing all that dumb shit stuff. And so I've been out. I was on 30 milligram Lexapro for a while, getting it back down to where I'm back down to 20. And I think that's why I had a mild anxiety attack yesterday during the hike, because I just went back down to 20. And again, like I was telling you, I hate meds. Like, they fucked me up. Like, years ago, I fucked up my back and they put me on, what do you call them? The oxys. I'm trying to think of the real name for it. I was useless on those. Those put me on my ass. They were the weakest ones. I was like, nope, I can't do this. Called the doctor, and she's like, well, just take ibuprofen. Okay. And that's all I did. I've gone on other painkillers and antibiotics. They always fuck me up. I don't do well with meds. Like, I was trying to quit smoking, and they put me on, Wellbutrin, antidepressant that's supposed to help you quit and everything. That fucked me up. Like, I felt like I was walking through a fog, and just, yeah, it was awful. I hated that shit. I quit that too. What else? I mean, I've had, yeah, I don't like meds. And so the Lexapro, the first week was kind of a weird feeling. It wasn't anything bad. And the Ativan, yeah, there's no weird side effects. But when she pulled me out, they took the Ativan away because they didn't want me getting addicted to them. I guess they're also abused for, like, partying and other shit. I think they're like benzodiazepine or some shit like that. Benzos. I don't know. I'm like, the most I'll do is drink and smoke weed. I don't do any of the other stuff. It's just, yeah, I don't do well with meds and things like that. And, like, when I say I smoke weed, it's one hit. That's it. That's all I need. Any more, and I'm fucking stuck and useless. So yeah, I don't do that stuff. It's just, I don't, ibuprofen, etc. Migraine work perfect. That's all I need. Tylenol's useless. It's like placebo to me, so I don't touch that. Just because it doesn't do shit. But yeah, I don't need anything. And anything I take, it's just like overkill. So yeah, fuck it, I don't do them. So yeah, I was terrified taking the Lexapro and everything else. But no, it's no weird side effects. I'm good. It just took a minute to adjust to. And then it was just dealing with the anxiety attacks, which that's been my entire fucking problem. And why they yanked me out, they put me on gabapentin, which I hated. It made me fucking lethargic and feeling shitty all the time. So I stopped that, but yeah, the Lexapro bump up got that under control, and I've only had 2 attacks in the last 3 weeks now. Yeah, so hopefully when I go back to work, it doesn't ramp back up. That's my only worry. But I'm feeling better. Got things under control, and staying busy with just getting shit done around the house, improving things. I don't even want to say fixing things. It's like the back gate was a little sticky, so I fixed that, and gate latch wasn't running smooth, fixing that. Just tearing it apart and putting things back together. Some extra TLC things where I could draw it out to take up more time and future-proof the problem. A couple of years ago, the roof was replaced on this place, and just the roofing trucks going back and forth across the yard. The front yard started sinking, and I've been filling that in with dirt, weeding, growing new grass, because I had to fill that thing with so much dirt. Just trying to level the driveway back out and whatnot, and doing things for the kids, fixing instruments, playing instruments. We've all got way too many things and hobbies here, and again, why I'm trying to dial things back. That's why I wanted to get into streaming, fill up more time in a fun way, productive way that's not going to cost a lot. But though, like with Cylon streaming, I threw shit ton of money at her, the cool chair, better computer, better cameras, and all that fun stuff. Just, I don't do things small. I really gotta fix that. It's not just me that's like that, though, so whatever. But pot ramps me up. I don't want to say it gives me anxiety, but most people it makes lethargic. It kind of gets me into overdrive, but it takes my anxiety and stress away. But then I just get not quite hyper, but very active. It doesn't slow me down. So, and again, I don't do much. If I do, more, then I get stuck and I'm dumb. But like one hit, I'm just like, all right, cool, let me get going. But I haven't done, I quit drinking and everything when all this stress and everything started kicking in, over the last year. I'm not much of a drinker to begin with. Which is funny because I got a giant bar behind the monitors here and stuff. I don't want to say giant bar. I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dozen bottles. I do enjoy a drink once in a while, but I really haven't drank other than when we went to Flogging Molly for St. Patrick's Day. And that was the first time going out, and all the maskless people and everything. It was wild anxiety. Even when we went to see Lagwagon. Oh, when was that? That's been a while now. I want to say that was last year. I had a beer, and I just don't drink anymore. And we used to go to a lot of shows. Just Cylon and I, we'd take off and go to a lot of shows, but COVID killed that. The last one we went to was right before COVID hit. It was Lagwagon, late 2019, and we went and saw Strung Out the month before that, and we did a few shows, and we had bought our tickets for that's it when we went and saw Lagwagon. It was Punk in the Park. So that was September last year. That was supposed to be April 2020, and it just kept getting pushed back, and there was no refund period. They just kept stretching it out, and when we went, and that was September 2021. Or was it October? No, September. Yeah, September. Nobody was masked, and we were, and we just stayed way back. And after Lagwagon played, we bailed. We didn't even stick around for Vandals and NoFX or Pennywise. We're like, all right, we saw Lagwagon, peace, let's get out. And we were just like, all right, fuck this, and got out of there. And the only reason she'll pop around and she'll let you know. Thanks for the chat though, buddy. But Flogging Molly, the only reason we went to that is that was one of our close friends, his wife passed away during COVID. Not because of COVID. She had horrible, when I say horrible, she had really bad lifelong diabetes issues from when she was a kid. And he hit me up. He's like, dude, want to do flogging Molly for St. Patty's Day? And not only is it bad that his wife passed away, but when we went to the funeral, and I want to say that was like October, November last year, maybe December, earlier this year, I can't remember. I'm sorry, COVID, my brain's fudgy with everything I've been going through and whatnot. But his wife had passed away, and we went to the funeral. They lost her fucking ashes. So, like, the first funeral, we just threw flowers out at sea. And then a week later, they find it and do everything. So we had her funeral twice. And, you know, yeah, bad circumstances, losing his wife. She had diabetes, had one of the watches that would start going off and call 911 if she didn't come to and turn it off. Take her meds. Well, she was down for a nap. The alarm didn't wake her up. The paramedics didn't show up to do what they need to do for her, and she died in her sleep. You know, so, you know, he's suing that company, suing the company that lost her ashes. He's been going through all this shit, and he hit me up, and he's like, "Flogging Molly?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm there." Or like, as much as I didn't want to go to any shows or anything, dude, I love this guy like a brother. I don't even have any brothers, but dude, I've really only got like 6 close friends anymore. You know, just getting older, kids, everybody, family, growing, moving, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, so when he called and he's like, "Hey, you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yes." Like, whenever he calls me for anything, I'm not giving him a no. This guy's got, like, eternity yes on me right now. Which I think I've only ever said no to him once for any show to begin with, period. So yeah, we went flogging Molly. We didn't get sick. Everything was fine. It was a great night. I almost took him down for the night. Funny story, because Cylon saved his drink. Because he was going down, but while the first band was playing, yeah, I shouldn't have doubled up that rum on him. That was my fault. But he bounced back for the second band. All was good. Had a great night, and then he destroyed his shoes, ripped the sole off of one of his shoes when we were there. That was a fun night. So, yeah. And I was still really having a difficult time with my anxiety. I was outside, I want to say, half that night. Like every other song, I was like going in and out, in and out. I just was struggling with my anxiety that night. But yeah, it was a good night though. And yeah, I just been, like I said, like I should be able to go to a show and not have to pop 2 Ativan during the show. You know, I should be fine. But everything was triggering me. Like I said, I was not in a great place. I had 1 drink that night, and that's it. And I wasn't even sure how that was going to go, drinking with the meds I was on and everything else. And yeah, I nursed that 1 drink for a long time. Which was probably a good thing, because the drinks there were fucking expensive. I think getting 4 double rum and cokes, it was like $100 for the 4 fucking drinks. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah. But yeah, shit's been fucking bizarre lately. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, I'm barely getting back to normal. Like, when I say barely, I've been feeling normal for like the last 2.5, 3 weeks now. Feeling better, having the time off of work, taking that stress off my plate and everything else, because it's, at the end of the day, it's all work. And it's not, yeah, that's all it's been, you know. And I just got to get the fuck out of that place. It's more so get off my fucking team, get away from my management. That's the problem. Is the fake friendship, fake family shit that they give us, and it's just fucking useless bullshit, because they just pile it on. Fire after fire with no end and relief and help in sight. You know, we went through a couple audits just before COVID, two different companies came through that they paid millions to have these audits done. And they were saying our team was, first audit was what, Ernst & Young, and they said we were 7 people short for our team and needed to staff back up, and they went through and were rewriting job descriptions and trying to get more people hired on our team for help. Then they went through and Dealette came through and they're like, oh no, you're 20 people short and this, that, and the other. And then with the new CIO and all these changes and all these one-on-one fucking meetings, follow-up, skip level bullshit, we're hearing this and we're like, dude, this happened, we need help, we're overworked, we're burnt out, going beyond our realm. And yeah, just fighting, and everybody kept leaving and quitting and getting fired, and yeah, it's just a shitty team to be on because they're not doing anything. And you know, there's been layoffs and all this, that, and the other, and going out's gotten really expensive after COVID. And honestly, I think everybody, like grocery stores, everybody's just fucking milking. Oh, it's inflation. No, it's all bullshit. You know. I got nothing good to say about that, too, so. I mean, our grocery bills fucking doubled. And we're eating better, cheaper, and you know, all the way around better planning, and everything is just fucking going through the roof. Yeah, we'll get through it. It is what it is. I mean, like at work, I'm the only person. I still haven't gotten COVID. That none of us here at home have. We've all been unscathed. We're that cautious and careful about everything we do. And, you know, Cylon works at a fucking elementary school, and she's been on site all year, and that's the level of precautions we take. She hasn't gotten sick. And I mean, we're talking, you know, young kids. It's trying to keep young kids masked is fucking nightmare. You know, and I got 2 in high school and they haven't gotten sick. We're to the point we're getting weekly exposure notifications and testing, rapid testing, self-testing all the fucking time. And like at work, I'm the only person on my team that never fucking got COVID. I only had to quarantine once because I'm that careful and cautious. There should have been 3 others that they didn't, and I was pissed about. But that's not my management. That was just idiot. What do you call them? The contact tracing people at work. They suck. But whatever. And yeah, so not only I've been fighting with all that, but like I was saying, the weight gain and everything else, and not eating every couple of days, and I've gotten that under control, got the GI issues under control, and I'm almost under 200 now, which I feel really good about. I've been stuck at 201 for like the last week. You know, I got, like I said, from Thanksgiving, I was at 210 and then was ballooned up to 240, even though I was only eating every couple days. So it was all stress and everything else, and having the runs, I couldn't understand why I ballooned up that much weight. Get the GI issues under control, and then immediately I lost like 30 pounds in like a month. And so I was dealing with that with the doctor, and we were trying to stabilize my weight, even though I really wanted to lose a lot more weight. Stabilizing my weight, and I got that stabilized at 208. And now I'm working on proper weight loss, and I'm down to 202, and I've been stuck there for a minute, and I'm trying to get rid of that. So not only am I tackling all the stress, anxiety, and everything else, I'm tackling everything. You know, I had a snoring problem, seeing the doctors about that, and that comes with the weight gain and everything else. And when I saw the ENT, ear, nose, throat doctor, and the pulmonologist, you know, I go in and he's like, oh, you've got a small throat. We're going to you know, if the CPAP doesn't work, we're going to go through and do a tonsillectomy, yank your adenoids, the little uvula thing, the little dangly thing in the back of your throat. They're going to roto-rooter my throat, basically. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. He's like, whoa. He's like, most people don't want to do that. I'm like, whatever you need to do. I want this fixed permanently. I'm like, I don't care. And that's where the workman's comp comes in all of it, because all of these appointments, all the meds, everything else, even with insurance, are fucking expensive. So many fucking appointments. It's just been bleeding into everything, and I'm like, no. I'm like, I didn't cause this. This isn't my problem. I want to get this fixed. And one of the things that happened before I went out on stress leave was they sent me, when I filed the workman's comp claim, I had to go to urgent care and get checked out by the company. And I go to urgent care and do everything, and they're like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do for you if you're not going to kill someone or kill yourself. I'm like, dude, I'm having massive anxiety attacks. I'm losing my shit. I'm like, I had punched a hole in the wall at work once. I fucking broke a desk, just panic attacks, losing my shit. You know, I'm like, no. And that was before I started seeing the shrink and everything. And they're like, well, if you're not going to hurt yourself or someone else, we're closing the case. And then I lost my shit there and had a massive panic attack and wound up in the ER. Went back to work after that, and the only reason I went back to work was pick up my shit. And then I sent a message and took a couple days off and took a few days here or there whenever I was having trouble and adjusting to my meds. And that's when the shrink's like, nope, yanking you out. And yeah, this is the start of week 3 out, and I feel fucking great. I'm so much happier now that I'm not stuck there doing all that shit. And everybody there's flipping out, and yeah, nothing has gone right with everything. I'm trying to do everything right. Went through the book, you know, I went through all the levels of management. They've all quit. And tried to go through the right way, and that's why I had to get a workman's comp lawyer, and I'm dealing with that, and all of it. Everything went wrong. Everything sucked. Every step of the way. It's just like, and that's why I'm getting a lawyer at this point, because, you know, during COVID, nobody else was coming in. We got stuck doing all the work for like network ops. You know, I'm a sysadmin, and, you know, I'm going in dealing with servers. The desktop guys were swamped and not doing stuff, so we're winding up helping them. And network ops guys weren't coming in, so we were installing APs, doing all the shit that goes outside of our room. Telecom wasn't coming in as much, which is one of my friends, Sandy, and that's not her fault. I'm not talking shit to her, but that her boss would be like, hey, we need these phones moved. And it's like, well, send your people in. And it like, oh, well, your management said you do it just because you're already doing part of this and part of that. And it was just add-ons to everything. And like we had a backup team, and I was shuffling tapes, dealing with all the vendors after hours. Again, just constant overtime, constant, oh, can you do this? Oh, can you do that? Oh, can you do this? Can you do that? All this shit that went out of my job scope. And, you know, and so that's why I'm going to lawyer up with a couple of the other guys, and I can't get everybody on the team on board because half of them are just riding their job to retirement. And my management won't fix things because, again, they're 1 foot out the door just riding their ride to retirement. I've got one good senior manager and one useless senior manager. Yeah, I've got 2 fucking senior managers. That's fucking lovely. So, yeah, I just need to lawyer up and go after them and be like, look, okay, we were doing all these extra jobs for teams we don't have here. People not coming in. It's like, we need to revisit compensation. We need to get this fixed. Because, like, at one point when I was fighting with both the senior managers, they're like, oh, well, we'll just rewrite your job descriptions to include to help this. I'm like, good. Rewrite the job description, then we'll revisit compensation. They're like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, you can't do that without revisiting it. I'm like, that's not fucking legal. I'm like, do I need to fucking lawyer up? And, you know, the meetings would end. And, yeah, not healthy at all. And again, they do all this stuff outside of email and having tracking and everything else. And so I was to the point where I had my HR rep on speed dial and, BCC'd her on fucking every communication and everything. It was ridiculous. It'll all get worked out. And most likely with me leaving or going to another team. I don't care. I'd like to stay where I'm at because I like the company. I'm 3 miles from work. It's hard to beat not having a drive. And next year I hit my 15 year, I'd get a fat bonus for that and everything else. And I'd like to stay with the company I am and just get off my team. But at the same time, I'm ready to fucking leave. I'm just fucking done with my team. And a lot of other shit. And yeah, so I just got to deal with all that bullshit. It is what it is. So, yeah. But I'm feeling better. This last few weeks have helped, And that was the problem with me trying to do self-recovery and I don't want to say self-healing? I don't know. I want to say that. Self-management of my issues, whatever. I'd take a week of vacation and I'd come back and everybody's got COVID and then I'm solo for 2 weeks. And I'd come back from vacation and they're pulling changes and surprise meetings and all this. I mean, it was deliberate fuckery. And yeah, somehow, again, we weren't doing shit for New Year's, but I had to quarantine over New Year's and, shit like that. It's just like shit, just stupid shit. Yeah, no, I was going, and I like what I do, but yeah, I'm gonna get out of the sysadmin gig and I've got my certification, so I'm gonna move over to cyber. Cyber InfoSec, I think it's time for a change. I don't want to deal with the customer side of things. I'm a good analyst and everything else, so yeah, it's time to change. So I'll switch over from being sysadmin and get into cybersecurity and, aiming for a good security engineer position is really what I want. Jumping straight to an engineer is probably difficult, so I'll probably have to go into, security analyst first. Something like that. Yeah, I need to change everything. And I've been applying all over the place. There's tons of openings, but just getting a lot of weird questions about... Everybody's kind of freaked out by my change. They're like, oh, you were doing this and you've got so many certifications. Why the sudden change? I'm like, I'm just burnt out on that. Like, the whole customer service side of things, I'm done. I'm done with it. Like I can work with all the professionals, but I'm tired of dealing with the idiots and having to explain things. I'm like, I put it much nicer than that, don't worry. But, I'm just like, I need change. And at the same time, I'm kind of worried about that because I'm a very active person. Going to a desk job's kind of got me freaked out a little. I'll manage, though. But, yeah, I've picked up... on top of having that shitty year, was studying and doing everything. I got my Security Plus, my Certified Ethical Hacker, my CSA, and my CISP over the last year. Yeah, it's going to be weird changing because I've been in IT forever. The last non-IT job I had was in the 90s when I worked in hotels. And that was insane psychos, customer service. Never doing anything like that again. But yeah, I've been in IT forever. So that's why I'm staying in the IT family, but just somewhere not so customer service side of things. Like, I don't want to talk to end users at all anymore. That's why I'm switching. And cyber and analyst and just working on policies, it's where I want to go. Time to change, and debating going back to school for my master's at this point too, which could be a problem. I don't know. So I'm looking at a lot of different shit. So, if I could change... Shit, I mean, 2 years ago, I almost became a cop, but then the whole BLM thing blew up, and I'm like, oh, fuck this. I mean, I'd literally done my police academy entrance exam tests, and all I had to do was go in for the oral interview, and I was in. I mean, my buddy who's LAPD coached me through everything, and yeah, after the Floyd stuff, I'm like, nope, fuck this. Like, not going that route. And yeah, which is probably for the better. I'd like to get a county, state job, government job, period. Get something with a pension and just fucking coast out my last fucking 20 years of work. But yeah, it's fucking weird. It is fucking weird. All this stuff's just been complete insanity for me. I don't even know what to say or how to deal with it anymore. So, yeah. But that's where I'm at, and having to deal with all this bullshit. So, man. Wasn't until I took yesterday's hike that I finally stepped away. That was the first time I'd stepped away from the house to do anything that wasn't geared towards home and whatnot, and like the first selfish thing I've done in my time off, and yeah, I needed that. I've just been trying to fix everything I let slide over the last year, And I'd been doing small things, but yeah, I'd been way off track and off base with everything. So, yeah, it's just been freaking wild. I don't know what to say. But yeah, so this week, yeah, I'm gonna get on top of my aquarium maintenance, get that other tank moved out here. Got a few parts for the Suburban coming in to fix a error code. It's just evap error code thing. So I think I got one of the 3 parts I need right here somewhere. I'm sitting on my pool table. Over here, actually. Yeah. I got my evap canister, which you probably can't see because it's black on black. Evap canister. I've got the control solenoid and I forget what the other part was called. It was a charcoal canister filter thing. And all it is so if you overtop your gas, you put too much gas in the tank, it spills out. It spills into there and then evaps out. And yeah, for whatever reason, that thing crapped out, and I changed. This is the old solenoid. I already put the new one in. That didn't fix it, so I got to change the other 2 parts. Those will be here tomorrow. That's like 10 minutes worth of work, but I'll stretch it into an hour just cleaning everything around it just because I'm there. That's what I've been doing with my time off. It's like, oh, well, I'd be like, oh, here's my microphone. Well, let me clean everything around it and fix this and tighten this up and lube this and, quiet down the springs. And, I'm just being extra thorough on everything I'm doing during this time off, which is nice. And whenever I do something, I'm like, yeah, I'm just being extra, making it fun for me is really all it comes down to. That's all I've done is I can take my time with things, take breaks, and not having a time crunch on anything is fucking fantastic. And the more I think about it and the way that jobs, work, time, everything here in the U.S. compared to like Europe, especially like the Scandinavia countries, how they've got more time off, shorter hours, healthcare. Like, fuck. Like, while I'm out, I am losing 2.5 vacation hours a day just to pay for my fucking family's healthcare. Our healthcare is $5.25 a fucking paycheck. So I'm over 1,000 a month, almost 1,100 a month just for health care, which we can't go without, which is the other reason it's hard to find a job to switch to. I can't afford the Cobra because that's like $2,000 a month. So whenever I get a job, I need immediate health care. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm fucking forking out $6,000 for 3 months, $2,000 a month for Cobra before that kicks in. I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah, and see, that's exactly what I was getting at, and I just got way off base. Holland, 2 months a year. Everybody needs, taking a 1 week vacation doesn't do shit. You don't even unwind. When I took a 2 week vacation just before COVID in 2019, I took 2 weeks off. That was just enough time to forget and really unwind. 2 weeks is like the minimum to unwind from anything stressful, period. And like me at week 3, I'm like, oh, it's when it's finally off. And so this week and next week are going to be fucking great. Yeah, everybody needs a month off. And we really should have like a month off a year. But, that would require management to actually do shit. And I've got the most insane idea for that, and that's we need to shorten the work week to 32 hours a week, period. And then a 40-hour a week max. Like, if you can't go over 40, period. 40 is the fucking cap. And in that 32 to 40, you get overtime, but your vacation and sick time and whatever else gets bundled in depending on the job and field and sector and everything, you should accrue. Like, when I work 40, because I'm still hourly, not salary, when I work my 40, I accrue that time, but overtime I don't accrue more vacation time. You should continue to accrue more vacation time, even at a normal rate, while you're on overtime. And that needs to change. And then we put like a 200-hour, 400-hour cap. Every company's different on their caps. But once you hit that cap, not that, you don't accumulate more. No, force time off. Make management properly staffed. So drop it down to a 4-day work week, 32 hours max, and change that period. 40 hours max, change the vacation time, and when you're maxed, you are forced out. Fuck those workaholics that want to keep doing everything. And on top of that, get rid of salary. Salary has got to fucking go. Put everybody back on hourly. That's one most people hate when I say it. Which is ironic because very few people actually work less than fucking 40 when they're salary. They wind up working 50, 60 because they're not properly staffing. So everybody's like, well, if I want to leave early if I finish. And nobody fucking does that. They're always on the fucking clock in the US. Fucking nuke salary. Go back, put everybody on hourly, especially all the fucking management that like to ride people around the clock and check their fucking emails before they go to bed because they've got no fucking life and can't poke their wife. Yeah. We need massive, massive work reform. And that was one of the things that cracked me up is with that anti-work movement that they had on Reddit and everything. I was watching that, and the people that were driving that are fucking morons. The only people that ever get any traction out are these fucking deadbeat hippie motherfuckers, or these corporate fucking sellout asshats like half of management. Career politicians and deadbeats, man, we need to shake shit up. You got all these idiots fucking everything up for the people that are here doing their fucking 9 to 5. That's why I'm even more pissed about my situation and why I got the workman's comp lawyer. It's like, I didn't put myself in this situation. Yeah, I could fucking quit, but then I'd be unemployed. Yeah, I could look for another job, but I've been here so long that going to the same position somewhere else is less money. And trying to jump around. The job market sucked for us for a while. It's wide open right now. But I need immediate benefits. I've turned down some fucking great jobs because I can't go without benefits for 3 to 6 fucking months. You know, Cylon with her shoulder issues and all the meds she's on, I can't fucking swing that. It's, you know, all of it. Yeah. Healthcare, we need to untie it from jobs. I fucking can't stand it. Like I said, $5.25 a paycheck. While I'm out on my leave, I'm losing 2.5 hours of vacation time just to keep my fucking benefits. So in the month I've gone, even though I'm not using vacation time because I'm out on stress leave, I lost my last 40 hours of sick time to cover that. Then the FMLA kicks in, and then I'm taking reduced pay while I'm out on sick leave. Not sick leave, stress leave. But to keep up with the benefits, so I'm not getting billed for that, I'm losing 2.5 vacation hours, so I'm going to lose 40 hours of my vacation time, even though I am out on stress leave, which is why I got a workman's comp lawyer, because I shouldn't be losing all this shit. This should all be covered under workman's comp. I didn't put myself in this situation. I haven't gone through all these meetings and pushed for change. My team hasn't fucking, rage quit over this stuff. It's not just me. But I got 2 bitch-ass coworkers that are riding, the 2-3 years they got left to retirement and won't rock the boat. But they say they support us. Man, fuck you, go jerk off somewhere else. Yeah. So, yeah. When I go back, I won't be there much longer. Hopefully, the next 2 interviews I got, which are Thursday and Friday, will go nice. No, sorry. Not Friday. It was Wednesday. Changed to Wednesday. Because holiday weekend, they were planning on leaving early, so I got Wednesday, Thursday interviews. Yeah. That's how finally relaxed I am. I forgot we have a holiday coming up next week. That's how relaxed I finally got. Like, I stopped paying attention to dates. I couldn't keep track of my stress leaves on my days off. Last week, I thought I was going back. This week, I'm finally normalizing. Yeah, so, even when I go back, I'm still going to have over 100 hours of vacation time, and I'm going to start using it. I used to let it build up and take, week here, week there. During COVID, I didn't take any off. They were offering vacation cash outs, and I cashed out a few weeks and just kept on with things because, fucking inflation. Again, trying to get my mountain bike, and other things would pop up, and other surprises and other purchases and fixes and just shit. Nothing bad. It's just the fun money kept going away. And whatever. It's fine. At some point, I will get my mountain bike, hopefully. I don't know, I probably should just give up on that one and put the money into the trailer and do something else. Keep up with streaming. I want to dial back my aquariums just so it's less time intensive, which is why I'm putting the last of them out here in the garage and one zone. Keep up with Twitch and YouTube. Get back to filming. Like, my anxiety and everything else, I had stopped. I was forcing myself to do Twitch, so my first streams weren't all that great. Gotten better with it, I think. Whether or not I get an audience, whatever, it's fine. I'm having fun. That took a while to get to that point, because I was stressing on that. Misplaced stressing on it, because I wasn't dealing with other shit the right way. Yeah. So, yeah. I need to get back to filming my videos, doing my unboxings. I have had 8 new foods to do unboxing videos for since before Christmas. I've got that. I've got aquariums to do maintenance on that I've Yeah. Yeah, I just need to have fun with it again. Just do things, and if people watch it, cool. If they don't, fine. I don't know. Again, my whole idea, and I was stressing out on that, trying to fill a void on YouTube to get more videos, and I need to get working on it. I suck at social media. I'm not a. I'm an interesting person. I'm not a good person. I'm a weird niche. And yeah, I just gotta. Like, Cylon's been bugging me for years and years and years to film my projects and stuff, and that's been part of my time off. Is I'm trying to get the garage organized, and that's why I've done the curtains and started streaming out here and doing everything, because I should be filming and doing some of the stuff I do, but I need a hand with it. I can't. A lot of the stuff I do, like, I can't move around and can't talk about, and then time for editing. Like, I still have like 40 videos from last year. I really haven't filmed that many this year, but last year, and when I say last year, I'm talking 2021, I've still got like 40 videos I need to sit down and edit and put up on YouTube. All my anxiety and stress and crumbling apart got in the way of that. And I was distracting myself trying to help her with her stuff, trying to get my stuff set up, and it was more fun to buy things and get enjoying on things instead of doing the things I needed to do. It was weird. Like, all the stuff I've done to the Suburban, man, I should have fucking been filming all of that. I've done some pretty incredible stuff. Like the pool table I talked about. It was a curbside pool table I picked up and fucking fully rebuilt. I didn't know how to fucking fix pool table bumpers and fix a crack in the slate, and I learned how to do all that stuff and redid everything. The only thing I did not personally do, and I paid to have done, was getting the end caps re-chromed. I'm not gonna fucking learn re-chroming. I don't know, I might have. That's where I drew the line. And yeah, my pool table's fucking awesome. And that's where all the extra aquariums came from. One day, a neighbor a few blocks over had a fuck ton of aquariums just put out on the curb. So I picked them up and I refinished them, redid everything, and that's how I got more aquariums. I wasn't going to go beyond the ones I already had, but an opportunity presented itself and I took it. And other than the lights, I built all the filtration, lights and heater, did all that myself. And yeah, I do a lot of weird stuff. Same thing with the trailer. I've done a lot of customization into that. The Suburban, I do all my own vehicle maintenance, everything else. Like the hockey board that I showed you earlier, I built that. That's not something you can buy. It lights up all the way around. All the pucks are held up, and the ice rink, everything. I made all of it. I painted that all with a specialty. What was it called? It was a plastic dye, and something that won't show up on the video is I went through and scored ice skate marks through everything. I mean, it's clearer in some spots, hazier in the others. I went overboard. And again, finding all the pucks and getting them where I wasn't paying out the ass for them too. And had people help me get pucks and getting stuff, and yeah, it was fucking awesome. So, and she's always like, you should film this, like all the fish tank stands, the aquarium stands. I build all of it. And she's like, film it, do this, do that. And I need someone to do it, and sometimes I'm not a nice person to be around when I'm working on stuff, because I talk a lot of shit all the time when I'm doing things. And yeah, that's just how I do it. And like, I'll sit down and I'll stop and start fucking with something to get things working the way I want. And a lot of the stuff I do is kind of dumb and useless. Like, I don't know if any of you guys saw it on Twitter, but I already put it in the Suburban. Um, I have another one. I don't know where it is. Must be boxed up with all my other toys. A light up Cortana that's about yay tall, like 5 inches tall. I had two of them. One of them, the kids broke the base, and so I just set it aside to fix it, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna do something else with it at some point. And I'd set it aside for a while, and yeah, that's how Cortana wound up in the Suburban. I just stuck her there at one point, and I'm like, man, I really want to light it up, but I don't want a light shining at it. I want to light it up from the inside, and yeah, so I did all that, and I build a lot of my own weird stuff and do everything. So, like, everything I did out here when I was setting up for my streaming, I should have filmed everything, but the problem is I was putting up curtains because I don't want to show the mess that I'm working on. I don't want the stuff on the racks behind me shown off because, that's personal stuff that we have up there. It's nothing awful, but, like somebody might freak out if they see certain items up there, like, why the fuck you have that? And let me just be to the point, like, I like shooting. I enjoy trap shooting. I don't hunt. I mean, I can, but I don't desire killing people or things. So I enjoy trap shooting. I fucking love it. And so I've got a few, like gun cleaning accessories and stuff up on the rack directly behind me. Shooting bags. And guns are kind of a hot button topic for people, and I don't want people to see that and be like, oh, he's a psycho. It's like, no, I like shooting clay pigeons. I mean, shut the fuck up. It's fun. If you're a gamer, well, it shouldn't surprise you that other gamers like real life versions of what we're doing. Not shooting people up, but it's a game. It's a sport. I love shotguns. Am I worried about it for home defense or anything like that? No. Do I want people seeing the gun safe in here? No. It's like, I'm not worried about home defense. I'd love to carry a gun just because it's fun. But would I ever use it? No. It's just something extra to carry and worry about? No. That's just me. I mean, but yeah. Yes, everybody needs to chill on everything. It's, I'd say the most violent thing I do is fishing. I love fishing, and most of the time I don't even keep the fish. So that would be the most violent thing I do. Fishing, hiking, backpacking, camping, yeah, and then shooting, but that's all clay birds, I don't shoot skeet. Skeet is the one that just goes straight across and goes through a ring and just goes straight across, and you don't know which way it's going, but it will go through the ring in the middle every time. That's boring as fuck. I shoot trap, which is, sorry, I'm going to be showing you straightforward. It's goes out in a like 100 to 20 degree radius. I don't know the proper, but it's going to go out varying heights and out, and you don't know where it's going to come out when you yell pull, and you do 25, you have 25 rounds and you do 25 birds. You can do 50s, which are doubles, and then they go any which way. That's fun as hell. That's what I like. Then there's one called sporting clays, which is a mix of everything, where they come out in a certain pattern. I've only done it once because that's a 50 round shoot, and it's more expensive when you do that one. So it does the skeet, it does trap, then it has duck towers where they come at you. Then they have ones that roll across the ground and hop like bunnies, and you can only hit them in the air, and ones that just pop up. Like, it's like duck hunt on steroids. So, skeet's more like duck hunt, and yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. And, you get the tactile sensation, the noise, and everything that goes with it. I wouldn't say danger, because, guns are serious business. You're very careful. I love shooting trap. It's fucking fun, but it's fucking expensive. You know, rounds are $1 a shot now anymore. Not that much, but I mean, you go shoot and it's like $30 to $50 a round, and if you go shoot a couple rounds, you know, you're looking at $100 a day just to go shoot for like 2 hours. You kind of milk it in between. But yeah, that's something me and a couple of my friends do. We go shoot trap. Don't do it very often. Like, I haven't done it in a couple of years now because of COVID and everything else. I'd love to do it. Not something I do very often. Cylon's even gone with me twice. It's a bit much for her shoulder. I had borrowed my buddy's wife's gun when we went with her, and she got through one round and that was it. And then she did it once more, and it's just too much for her shoulder. Even with a 410, which is a very small gauge, it's like pinky size shell, real small, light kick on an automatic that was weighted and balanced so it wouldn't kick so hard. That was still too much for her. She can't even do that. Me, I shoot with a pump 12 gauge, and I shoot with what they call hot loads. They're shoot faster than standard loads, and I do that because, you know, you shoot with the standard round. When you shoot, you get on the bird. I'll do it like this: you get on the bird, and then you jump in front, and you're shooting where it's going. I don't do that. I cover the bird. So, like, if the bird's here, I will cover it and shoot. So I shoot with the faster round because I don't like to lead. I want to hit what I'm shooting at. And that's where I do best, and that's how I do it. So, yeah, it's fun. But not doing a semi-automatic gun, there is no gas exchange, and yeah, I come home with a nice bruise and my arm's sore after, you know, shooting 50, maybe 75 rounds if we do doubles. I have never... The best I've done is 22. The worst I have done is 18 out of 25. But shooting doubles, I've done 48. One of my friends consistently does 24 25s. And the other is like me, and he usually gets around 22 nowadays. But I have yet to do a perfect 25, but I have done a perfect 50. Which is so maddening because, yeah. But the best I've done is 24, and yeah, I missed the last shot because I'm like completely psyching myself out. But I have done 150 on doubles, and that, oh man, I was jumping around like a little kid. But yeah, it's fun. Again, I have a lot of different stress coping mechanisms, ways to get things off. I'm a very physical, very active, very hands-on person. Which is why Cylon keeps telling me to fucking start streaming everything I'm doing. But I'm so all over the place, I can't build a channel or an audience. I don't know what to do with that. And again, the stuff I'm doing, I need somebody to be filming, and nobody wants to follow me around with a fucking camera. Which is why I've been watching a lot more of, and again, I love them. Wow, I just truly drew a blank on his name. The blonde guy from Mythbusters. Why am I blanking on his name? Whatever. Not Heineman. Oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? Savage, thank you. Oh, that was going to drive me insane. Yeah, watch Adam Savage all the fucking time. I've been watching him for years. I loved Mythbusters. They never should have ended that. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm that insane on things, but like, I'm not trying to prove a point with the things I do, but I do a lot of crazy customization. Not anywhere near their level of perfection on things, but I come up with some crazy solutions to things. Like with the Suburban, one of the things I did is, you know, I knew I was putting in all the extra lighting, so, and not so much for off-roading, but for camping. Like, there's poor planning on things when we take off. Like, yeah, we mean to take off at 5 a.m., and we wind up leaving at 9 a.m., so we get to camp in the dark. So I set up, a hood light, side lights, big bright reverse lights, everything switched. So like if I'm pulling up somewhere, I can just doop, 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 and light up everything around me if I need to. But you can't just add all those lights. I mean, you can and tap into something, but you can only run one at a time. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do this and I need to pull up somewhere, and kids are setting up over there. We're setting up over here. And, I want to charge and make a coffee in the morning. I don't drink coffee, but set it up for everybody else and set up a coffee maker. So I set the Suburban up to be dual battery properly with an isolator, added a 6-panel fuse / relay panel, wired everything in, wired additional power to the back. I've got power everywhere, USB ports at every fucking seat, added the middle row to have heated seats because, again, I can be annoying when I'm driving, and if Cylon doesn't want to give me directions or just wants to go nod off in the back, because like I'll ask the co-pilot for something like, hey, grab me a drink or something, and so sometimes the kids or a friend or somebody else will ride up front, and and sometimes she just doesn't want to deal with it or just wants to just sit back and relax and enjoy her thing, so she'll sit in the back, somebody else will sit up front. So I've got stuff set up everywhere, and so I put heating in the back seats, so if she sits back there, she can still have a heated seat. And all of this added in everywhere, and again, because I know we're out places late, we're night owls. If I have a problem under the hood, I got lighting under the hood. I've got the 2 pups in the back. You lift open the glass, not just the back hatch, just the glass panel for the back, lights underneath that. Or if you open the whole panel, lights under that, lights all the way around. My Darth Vader lights, lighting up Cortana. All of this additional electrical stuff, I just keep adding and adding and adding. It's all fused, and I won't ever have an electrical problem and pop a fuse or blow a relay. Everything's separate on its own channels and isolated. I can, again, with the dual batteries, I can roll up and turn everything on, make coffee, and not worry about killing a battery or do anything. And just recently I put that up on Twitter too. I put 2 20-watt solar charging panels on the roof, because, again, gas being expensive, we weren't driving it all the time. I kept having a dead battery. They just die over time if you don't drive it for like a month. So I put trickle chargers on it, so it's doing that, because I was driving the kids' Jeep and the Suburban battery kept dying because it's a ginormous gas pig. Things like that. Before we had the trailer, I built rod tubes and put those on top of the Suburban so I could throw things in there. Found anywhere I could hide things, built a box for all the gear I need, and just, it never ends. I'm always finding a way to make something custom and fit a need I need met. Or want met, I should say. It's not really even a need, it's a want, a desire. And I will continually doing those things. I just don't fucking stop. I'm weird. Money is what always slows me down on that. Otherwise, I would be building. Like, if we owned this house, I would change so much shit. It never fucking ends. So that's been all my time off, and I've been working a lot in the garage to get things cleaned up and ready to put away so I can start filming a lot of things. I really like living here, but I want to visit more places. And that's the reason I got the trailer, is I want to start taking more small vacations and bolt around. One of my buddies, my best friend, one of my best friends, I got like 4 best friends, moved to Connecticut a few years ago. And he just got a trailer, and what we're going to do every year is we're going to take a week off each year, and meet up in the somewhere in the middle of the country, hitting different national parks. You know, because we always go to the same national parks, same places to fish. We branch out here and there, and we're always looking for something new. But yeah, we want to start hitting all the parks. So some years I'll drive out further, some years he'll drive out further this way. Like, what is it he's doing this year? We had a conflict this year where we're not meeting up this year, though. Because of the summer school hour changes with Cylon's schedule. But we're changing it for next year. He is going to be in Badlands. That's what he's doing this year. He's doing Badlands. So I've got to hit that one. But the year after, we're debating doing... No. We were going to do that one this year. I don't know how that's going to work out with my time off and stuff. We'll figure that out. But we were thinking about doing Carlsbad Caverns in Texas. And then what I really wanted to do is I wanted to do... Oh, there was a place just outside of D.C., but I think we're doing that one next year. So next year I'll be driving out to D.C. Area. Again, we want to... Everybody's super excited. Like when I first got the trailer, Cat's like, oh, we're just going to, go where your friends want to go. I'm like, no, we're going to pick a different place every year and meet up in the middle of the country. And I'm like, and on top of that, with my trailer or his trailer, like say if we, because he's in Connecticut, say if we want to go to somewhere in Maine, yeah, I'm not going to drive from California to Maine. We'll just fly out there and roll with them. And like say if we want to do Alaska, they can fly out here and roll with us. We got options. And again, I want to film and do all of these things. And like back in October, we took the trailer out for what I call season close. I don't like going anywhere in freezing winter conditions. When I say freezing, I'm talking like 40 degrees. I'm not talking like East Coast freezing. But yeah, like when we went to Santa Barbara, I filmed the whole drive and filmed a bunch of stuff, and I've just got it sitting there. I need to do something with it. I want to make a hyperlapse or something. Yeah, I want to do that stuff, and I just need to figure out, like, I mean, what kind of audience am I going to have for that? Like, one big vacation a year filming something. And like when we did Bridge to Nowhere, I thought about taking my GoPro, and I didn't have a backpack mount. So I need to get that. I was just thinking about film the whole hike and just do a hyperlapse on it or something. And I've got 2 legit GoPros and 3 knockoffs for all my filming. But yeah, I need a backpack mount so I can just fucking film it while I'm going. Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean. And like on the Suburban and the trailer, I have a wireless, backup system, but it takes 4 cameras. I've got 2 of 4 cameras. I'm going to buy 2 more, and that records everything too. So I've got that footage too. And plus the dash cams, I could yank off that and just get different angles. Like I have a GoPro mount on the Suburban. I really got to start doing something with these. And just, I've got to come up with a better game plan for what I'm going to do with it. Because I've got a lot of different shit I should be doing that I'm not doing. But the reason I added the cameras to the trailer was for watching. I've got one on the trailer facing forward backwards. One's for backup, so I can see what's going on behind me. Then I can also monitor. And then the one I put on the front it sits up high over the Suburban. I mean, it's a tall trailer. And I can see way out into traffic. So that way I don't get caught having to slam on the brakes and doing something stupid. Like I can just glance at it like, hey, is this guy slowing down or is it traffic? But I gotta start doing something fun with all of that stuff and figure that shit out. And I gotta fix this squeaky chair. I have no idea why it's so fucking squeaky. I could just switch to Cylon's chair, but that's her sitting there for when she comes out here and helps me whenever she feels like it. But yeah, I gotta pester her and get her back to streaming. She's been on and off about it and wants to, doesn't want to, and yeah, she needs to. She was having so much fun with it before I ruined everything, and melted down and fucked things up and just being a basket case. Got to get her back on it. I don't know. Everybody's just been in a funk. It's not just me. I know this sounds crazy, but my teenagers, the three of them, had my first real big problem with the three of them just last week. And yeah, my oldest was getting bossy. The youngest got mad. Oldest punched and shoved the youngest, which there's a 3-year difference. It's not that big of a deal. But the youngest freaked out and pulled a knife out of the kitchen block on him. And by the time I heard what was going on, I ran in there. He'd already put it away. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, what the fuck happened? So yeah, I had to deal with that. And that's like, aside from the knife side, which he said was self-defense, and the kids, I believe it. And my oldest gets pushy, bossy at times. So yeah, I just started laughing, and I'm just like, okay. Yelled at the oldest, who threw even more of a tantrum. And yeah, it was funny. But yeah, I don't know how to fucking deal with that. Like, again, I was the oldest. I had 2 younger sisters. I don't know how to deal with the issues. But I mean, again, they're teenagers, and it's the first real incident we've ever had with them. I've got good kids. Somehow I wound up with really good kids. There's never been a major fight. The worst of it's been somebody punched somebody in the arm. We've never had it come to back and forth blows, or once in a while we'll get a couple screamy sentences, and that's it. We've gotten very lucky. Again, we make sure there's room for everybody to have their space and do their thing, which is why I'm usually out in the garage. I'm not trying to avoid anybody. They're all welcome out here, and I store half of everybody's stuff out here. But yeah, it's interesting that there's no major fights, but avoidance. Yeah, nobody here deals with their issues, I guess. I guess that's the problem, and yeah, is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna move the aquariums out here, which then I've got a hole to fill in the living room. I don't know. I'm gonna make the living room kind of plain and boring, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a clue. But I want to film those aquariums, and I can't do it in the house. So that's this week's project. Bring those aquariums out here. When I say week, it has to be done quick. But it's on the docket. Fix the suburban error codes. Find something fun to do. And yeah, I know most of the streamers, there's so much high school drama, and I got caught up in it. I ain't gonna lie, I was being a little bitch, and I'm just sitting back and reprioritizing everything and having fun with it. Like, I haven't played in shit. I've been talking for like almost 2 hours. I'd rather have this more like a Zoom conversation type thing. Get multiple people talking. It's just me talking. Just have people randomly pop in and out. That'd be fun. But yeah. You know, one of the other dumb things I've done and I never utilize is I've got sound effects set up on my Stream Deck. I got a Stream Deck, and all I use it to do is mute myself, unmute myself, and other things. But like, yeah, I got BMO.
Who wants to play video games?
I've been wanting to use that one, and I think I've done it like twice. And I got a bunch of other funny ones on here I really want to use. Like when you popped in, I should have used this one as soon as I saw your name.
Hey, what's up, fuck mother?
I just got a bunch of dumb stuff on here. And one that I should be using is this one every time I die.
Man, game over, man. It's game over.
And the annoying part with the Stream Deck is I can't really automate my music. Like, it'll play a song, like not a playlist. And that's just fucking dumb. Like, I want it to just set up so something where I don't want to have to make stitch together a song to make my own playlist. I should just be able to say, play this folder. Play this song. So, I don't know. I debating stitching something together or making, which is even more annoying, making a macro for it to play this and then set the time interval to keep doing things. And I don't know. Like when I'm playing games, I don't play background music. Like right now I should be playing something soft in the background. I don't know what I'm thinking. But yeah, but the reason I got it is this way I can just switch through all my different feeding views and everything. It's like, hey, look, you can see me. Hey, is my camera locked up there? Oh, I think it's off. Something happened with my rear view camera over there. But yeah, I can just tinker through everything. Let me see if I have it active anywhere. Yeah, this one. So top left is blank because I hid one of my views, because when I'm running my GoPro, it keeps cutting out. And I had one more so I could do an external view from the tank looking forward. But yeah, you can see my top right one over here. I don't know why it's not lit up. My Logitech crapped out. So again, I haven't rebooted my system in forever. That's probably just due to that and why I had mic issues when I started up. Yeah, I totally get that. I got the Stream Deck just so I could do this stuff and unmute myself quickly if I needed to. Mute, unmute, just because I'm in the garage. There you go. Let me leave it on chat view, even though that one camera is locked up. Yeah, I didn't want to do anything too complicated. It was really mostly for this. Then I started doing the sound effects so I could. Like, I don't know, let me see, I can pull it in front of me since my other camera's off. This microphone I set up for when, Cylon comes out here and does things. I didn't have to set it up to mute and unmute because it lights up when it's on. You can just touch mute and unmute from here. But even though, just because I can unmute mine from my Stream Deck, I put a mute on that too. So, but yeah, that microphone's freaking dope though. The Stream Deck, depending if you have views, the small one would be fine because you can do folders within folders within folders. Like my Stream Deck, other than my, I've got all my views set up on one screen and it's a 15 button one. And then from there, yeah, I don't do a whole lot with it. Like, I think the other one's a 6 or 8 button one. That one would be fine for most people, unless I'm the only weirdo that goes through with different views because of all my cameras and stuff. So most people don't do anything like that I'm doing. So the small one would be fine, even though the larger one's not much more. So I think it's a 8 button for the small one, and it's like $72, and then it's I think $130 for the 15 button. I mean, for the difference, you're like, just get the 15 button. Then there's a ginormous one, which even I have no use for that. I mean, like, even if I put more cameras in, it's like, I don't fucking need that many buttons in front of me. But yeah. Oops, wrong button. I just muted myself for a second. For sound effects, yeah, I've got 12, 15, 18 sound effects. So, other stuff I want to use just for fun when I think of it, and I always forget to do it. I really got to start remembering that, because I got some stupid ones on here. Some of that are long and funny that just make me laugh, I guess. Like, there's times when I'm out here just playing games or doing something, I'll walk over and hit it. I'm like, yay! But, yeah. Yeah, do that. That would work really well. Yeah, you don't have to have the Stream Deck per se. The software was nice, but no, I mean, if you just got a freaking MIDI keyboard, program everything in, oh, that'd be perfect. See, the problem is if I get a MIDI keyboard, I've been fighting the urge to buy like a synthesizer for years. That's why I don't do that. Yeah, like I rebuilt a piano just because I got a free piano. So yeah, I rebuilt a piano. I've been learning guitar for 5 years now, playing, and that's when Cylon started getting ukuleles, and then all of a sudden I've got 4 guitars, and she has, but she's got her bass, her acoustic, her Telecaster, her 3/4 scale Strat, and then so yeah, she's got 4, full size, but then she's got, I want to say she's up to 8 or 10 ukuleles now. Yeah, that's why I say it's not just me. I bought her a bunch of those, don't get me wrong, but I knew it was what she wanted. And all her craft stuff, again, I know it's not just me. I'm the same way with tools, so I don't really count those, but yeah, when we get into something, we kind of go big. It's not like, oh, I have a passive interest in this hobby. It's like, no, I'm getting into a new hobby, which is why I am trying to limit hobbies that require things. Man, I would have so much fun with doing something with like a MIDI keyboard and synthesizer. Man, I would just, yeah, I'd have way too much fun with that. Like, I've always wanted drums, but space and noise, I'd have to have like a basement room that I could soundproof the fuck out of. Drums are another one. Like, even I don't want like electronic drums. I want real drums. And I've been fighting the urge to buy another guitar too. I've already got all the guitars I need. I don't need more. Oh yeah, you definitely got to do the MIDI keyboard and set that up. That would be freaking awesome. Yeah, that's why I really, really need to limit my hobbies. Like, I wish my other camera was working. He'd laugh at me. Like, I have rolling carts for my tools and doing stuff, and yeah, yeah. Once I start filming everything in this garage and start doing projects, it's just gonna be nuts. Yeah, I've been neglecting doing stuff on this too. I totally understand. I really need to get back into gear, which this leave's been helping me, and I'm getting the garage organized again. The piano I've been playing more, and you don't want to hear me sing. Yeah, drums, yeah. People would rather have a dog or a cat or multiple of either before they allow drums into a place. Oh man, I would kill to have a drum set. But yeah, guitar's fun. Nobody wants to hear me sing. Like, I'm super monotone. And yeah, can't carry a note, can't hold a tune. Yeah, nobody wants to hear me sing. That's awful. I think that's the one thing I understand but can't stand about all the streaming and music rights. I wish I could play music I want to and not have to do what do you call it, royalty free stuff and pay for a service. The only reason I did the pay for a service is for when I'm streaming, which I need to get back on schedule on that for my all day streams. Yeah, I wish I could just play the music I want to play. I think that's the one thing that sucks. Like, again, I'd have a smaller audience than I even have now if I were playing the music I want to play, because I just listen to 80s and punk all the time. Yeah, see, I don't want to mute it. I just wish I could just do what I want. But No, I don't say VOD. Well, see, I'm always doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Not so much for when I'm gaming. It's just set up that way for me for when I'm doing the shrimp streaming. That's the... You know, when I do the all-day streams, I just have it blasting on both just because why the fuck not? And I'm just doing that just because I can. It wasn't... When I started doing this, I'd never... That was like all secondary. Like I was just shooting my video series competitions, you know, the food showdowns and showing those things off. And it just kept evolving. I'm like, well, if I got the camera for this, I can do this, and I can do this. I don't have to do a whole lot once it's set up. You know, just playlist, music, go, and yeah. So, and I thought I was going to pick up a bigger audience than I did, and that was kind of frustrating. And I know it takes time to build all that stuff, but I was feeling a niche that was just, there's a void. Like if you want, you know, it's just not the shrimp. I mean, I'm picking a small audience, but I thought I'd do better than I was doing is all. And I just need to get back to it and build up a big catalog. And I've been having fun with it. And again, this is something I would have been doing regardless and just lost track of perspective on things on that one. But I didn't stop doing those because I wasn't getting the views or anything like that. Yeah, we started way too late on Twitch, that's for sure. But no, it's all the secondary stuff with work that stopped me from doing what I was doing, because I was at a point where I couldn't enjoy anything, and everything else felt like an extra chore and an extra problem, and I just didn't have the energy. I could hear the... I don't even know how to describe it. I was off. I wasn't me. It wasn't turning out well. Yeah. It just crept in and fucked up every part of my life. You know, it started off good and it just kept getting weirder and worse, and I don't know. I'm doing better now. I just need to finish a few things and get back on task with it. Be nice to just get things normal again. I don't really have it normal. I'm kind of changing and evolving with all of this too. Yeah, Kat always said if I'd started this when she first started telling me to do it, like fucking 10 years ago, I'd probably have a good base and all that stuff, but now I'm just lost in a sea of everything. So, man. I don't know, I enjoy it. Like, all the streaming, gaming, I don't mind that. Not a whole lot goes on. I have fun with it. I'm going out of focus, twitching around, I just realized. I don't have a problem with people coming, going, not watching, whatever. I just wish I had better success with the YouTube side of things with the that videos, because that's where I shouldn't have done what I did, and I should have listened to Cylon and not put money into a bunch of cameras and everything and let it grow more steadily. Again, I don't do things small. I don't go like super huge, but yeah, I set up weird expectations. I adjust to it, and just, yeah, it was weird. Oh, that's what I need to do this week too. I need to start selling shrimp. This aquarium is just getting ridiculously overcrowded. Yeah, it's freaking insane. But yeah, I'm doing maintenance and moving stuff around, and that was the other reason I insulated the garage door during summer and winter in the extremes here. It helps regulate temperature better too. So, oh, I hate TikTok so fucking much. there's, I know there's a niche for everybody, but the filtering is awful. Yeah, I know what you mean. I need to do something. I don't know. I think I'm doing fine with what I'm doing. Audience will show up at some point, and I'm not terribly worried about it. I'm going to be playing games and talking regardless. So, that part doesn't bother me anymore. It did for a while, but I wasn't in a good place when I was getting mad about it. I think just misdirected anger and frustrations and not dealing with things properly, which was weird. But, I want it to look good. I'm not trying to be a pro or anything, but I don't want it looking amateur hour either. But then again, I say that and I've got moss all over my sandy beach right now because I've been doing a million other things and not doing that. And I got 2 cameras sitting in front of the aquarium that I should set up more cameras and blast more feeds. I got stuff to use. I know. You know, every time I say that, you know, about, like, Cylon pulls in good viewers just because she's a pretty girl. And she talks the game, and she knows that it's not some bullshit thing. And I think that's where she would sometimes get frustrated. And I really should not be speaking for her on this. But you see other girls that are obviously fake, not anywhere near as attractive as her, but pull huge crowds, and that just disillusions her. And she doesn't think highly of herself to begin with, which I think's batshit insane. But yeah, I mean, there's some. I'm not bashing on people's personalities, and I'm not trying to slam their looks by any means when I say this. But I don't know, there's no nice way to say this without sounding like a complete ass. Yeah, I agree there. For women, and that's why I don't watch female streamers very much. There's just a lot of creepy shit going on. And I don't want to say anything because I'm going to put my foot in my mouth in a very bad way by saying something like, there's a lot of dudes that just go around creeping on all the girls. And that's just sad and wrong. You know, but then again, the same people will go creeping on games. Like, oh, I'm only going to watch, you know, Quest for Glory. Or I'm only going to watch Elden Ring. And, you know, I get it. I mean, shit, if there was one of just somebody playing and talking shit about Futurama clips and talking timeline and looping it all together and just coming up with crazy theories, I'd watch that shit endlessly. So I get it. But yeah, they're shitty on both. Yeah, I agree. You know, I watch for the person, not the content, which is odd. But then again, there are people I specifically watch for their abilities. And when I say that, I'm talking like Neon and other people like that are putting together quality content where I'm trying to remember the other dude's name and I'm blanking on it. Like Hesh. I'll use Hesh as an example. He does his edutainment days and goes so in depth on history and all the side stuff that goes on. Love watching Hesh's stuff. I'm trying to remember the other guy's name. I'm completely blanking on it. And mostly because during my stress leave, I'm not staying current on anything. I'm not on my phone. I am disconnected from social media other than, hey, here's my post for the day, and That's it. Like, I'm not online searching things out. I'm not online watching videos unless it's something I need for the moment. Like something like, oh, I'm stuck on fixing this. Let me see who's got something. I'm really offline other than streaming. Like, this last 3 hours of my stream is the most I've been online in the last week. Like, because last week I only streamed 2 hours and I skipped a day. So, yeah. I don't know, the retro community, don't get me wrong. I have my problem with the retro community because it's a too closed community, too. Like, I love them all, don't get me wrong. And the community's there, but it's a dying circle jerk of a community, and I'm putting my foot in my mouth because that's exactly what I'm doing. We need to find a way to entice and bring more people in, even if not permanently, but integrate throughout all of it somehow. But there's a lot of niche, like, a perfect example is like me with my shrimp stream. There are, I think, 5 or 6 people doing aquarium-based streaming on Twitch. And it's a tiny, tiny little community, and we should be helping each other grow and do something, but it doesn't happen. There's just too much going on there. And I like what I'm doing with the retro community and everything too, and integrating. And I want, like, I don't have, I got to find a way to grow and expand it. And I'm not saying I'm going to be the person to grow and expand it and pull new people in, but like, that's what others need to do too. And, you know, I don't know. Like, you're definitely better doing that, jumping all over with all the different games you play. Like, yeah, you're playing retro with Final Fantasy, but you're pulling people in from there, Morrowind. Again, it hits dual community things. We need more of that happening on a massive scale. Like, again, why? I don't know. I don't want to be known as the Star Wars guy, but I'm going to be playing a lot of Star Wars just because I like the way the stories bleed together, but I want to do other things, but I don't want to stick just in retro. I don't know what to do. Like, yeah. Ah, okay. See, the problem is like, I'm having a hard enough time following you and Hash. Let's see, who do I watch most? I watch you, Hash, T-Pat, Neo Venom, Cobra, and Neon. And wow, why am I blanking on the other dude's name? Oh man, I feel like a dick. I cannot think of the guy's name. That's going to drive me insane. No, it's easy to pick out good people from bad people right away. But there's a lot of good people. I just wish it would be more beneficial to everybody. I don't know how to make that happen. I'm kind of neck and neck on all the stuff I'm doing between here and YouTube. It's kind of weird. Again, YouTube, it's going to take a while to find the base, and if I had done this 1 year earlier, like, I was starting all of this right before COVID hit. If I was 1 year earlier, like, this wasn't like a COVID pop-off, but if I had started this a year earlier, so if I had started this at the end of 2018 instead of at the end of 2019, before all of this stuff happened, and I had the content up then, I would have been huge. Not huge, but I would have definitely done a lot better. And same with 2 of the other guys that I like, but yeah, it's just a weird spot, and I need to... I don't know if I need to go hard into one thing, or just vary out in everything. I don't know. Yeah. Exactly. Like right now, I'm like, I want to keep talking to you because I'm having fun talking to you, but at the same time, I got shit to do. Because I usually try to keep mine wrapped up around 2 hours. I don't want to be in too long because nobody's going to sit there. I don't know. I say nobody's going to do that, but then everybody streams for multiple hours, and yeah, I don't know. See, if I'm like when I'm working on something, I'm blasting music the whole time, and I've been trying not to do that while I'm off, because other people keep telling me that blasting music all the time puts me in a bad mood. Like if I'm listening to bad stuff or something, I guess. I find it the opposite. Like I didn't listen to music the first week I was off, and it was making me grumpier and whatnot. And when I finally am like, fuck this, I'm going back to music. I'm not listening to other people. I was much happier. So I don't know. I don't want to say I leave YouTube videos playing. Podcasts I was getting into for a while, but yeah, it's definitely a white noise. I totally understand that. I do that like trying to go to sleep. I put on something I've seen a million times, just rerun white noise. Yeah, I understand that. But if I'm doing something, it's usually just music for me. And most of the stuff, again, I don't want to say rerun, but like I'll find new stuff and hear, random playlist stuff and hear something I like, hear new stuff, and yeah. I'm weird like that one. What these guys are texting me about. Let me see what's going on. Oh shit, it's 9? Ooh, I gotta go. I don't know if the kids have done dinner yet. We just got leftovers from when I did barbecue Sunday, so. But they got school tomorrow and all that jazz, and I need to make sure we got food going, so. And it's just heating up the French dip sandwich meat that I have left. I think we're on the last night of that. Or did I do that Saturday? We're on the last night regardless. But yeah, you guys take it easy. I will be back Thursday for my usual stuff unless I'm in a weird funk or something stupid pops up. I'm going to start being more regular. But I will do all-day streaming. I'm going to start that tomorrow again and let that run all day because, I hit affiliate. I don't need to worry about anything else. I don't care about my stats. I'm going to just stream it all day again. So you can watch that on YouTube or Twitch. So thank you guys. I'm going to just close out for the night. Only person I see online looking at it is Hesh, and I always rate out to him, so I'm just going to end it for tonight. Catch you guys later.